Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
How about now? We got some audio now. Good morning, everybody. You guys didn't want to hear me ranting and raving for the first 30 seconds anyways. Good morning, everybody. And it's going to be a good day today. Let me just tell you, I've been sweating in my office, but I figured out what they did. And let me tell you, it's flipping cold in here. I think Frozen 2 just rolled through the office this morning because now they're icing me out. First it's sweating my balls off. Now they're icing me out. Whew. I got what I said. I said I'd rather be cold and freezing and be able to put on layers. Well, let's just say I didn't bring enough layers today. I think they got that. I almost said it. I think they got that sucker set in the 50s. It's cold, but it's okay. We're here. We're proud. We're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. Another big Sunday, and it's coming up. It's coming up, guys. First of all, welcome. I do apologize for the shit free plays we put out yesterday in the video. Actually, they weren't shit free plays. The Michigan game, 53 points in the first three quarters, and we couldn't get one in the fourth quarter. Not much you can do about that one. And other than just keep gritting your teeth and take your head. Oh, shit. I hit the auto button. I'm all screwed up this morning. Yeah, who dat, Bob? I definitely screwed up the thermostat. But you know what? Now I know. I guarantee they're going to change it because there's going to be a couple of the ladies in the office are going to bitch and complain. Just put it this way. My OJ does not need a refrigerator this morning. All right? It was actually me. What happened was they decided, because a couple of us bigger gentlemen, we work, we're hot, and we like it cold. Even in the wintertime, we like it cold. Like to stay cold, like to stay awake, like to stay alert. That way we don't miss nothing. Well, these dingbats decided to put... It looks colder. It is cold. I know, Jeff. I know. I can't complain about cold because I'm cold and it's like in the 60s in my office. Well, they decided to put lock boxes on the AC units. And we are able to circumvent the system. The lock boxes can be circumvented with these two little things right here, depending on which lock box. Well, when they redid the office, they did the smart technology. We got the little key fobs to enter. You press the little key fob, it gets you in the building as well as in the office after hours. No, they took they know I'd have it running all day and all night, so they took it away from me. But I do have a key now. But what happened is this room as well as the other basement, because clowns like to say we work out of a basement, live in a basement. They put them on a different AC unit because they switched everything, and they switched the controllers. We've got some new high-tech Wi-Fi controllers, and there's a controller right outside of my office, and for the life of me, it's always been right there, literally right there. I can look at it. If somebody somebody touches it, I throw my OJ at them and tell them to leave it the F alone. And well, mine is now controlled from the offices behind me because they're all hooked up through Wi-Fi. So I finally figured out which one was mine. I kept putting them down, putting them in and bumping it down to into the 70s, and my office would still stay sweaty as hell. Everybody else was bitching about it was cold. Well, I was freezing out everybody else, and I finally figured out which one was mine, and we got it rolling. And now it's a little chilly in here, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. We're ready to roll. Ready to roll. Shane Russell says, took some tough losses yesterday. Yeah, I think we all took some tough losses yesterday. No crazy bad beats or nothing like that. Just some straight up tough losses. Not much you can do about that one. From premium plays to my personal plays to free plays. Definitely took some losses, no doubt about it. Whichever way you want to look at it, they all took some losses, that's for sure. Hold on 1 second, folks. Need to update something real quick. Give me 1 second, folks. 1 second, then we'll be ready to rock and roll. We did give out some good hit. Here is a positive note. Good morning, William. Thanks for tuning in via text message. Daniel, thank you for joining us. But we did end on a positive note. Joseph, good morning. And first of all, hold on. Let me run down the list. Doing what I normally do. We're off a little bit today. Yesterday got us a little flustered this morning. Jermaine, good morning. Matt, good morning. Anthony, good morning, sir. Jeff, good morning. Chatting by text message. Parlaying all 4 of my personal plays today. Why? Because we're going to sweep the board today. That's why. John, good morning. Who dat Bob? Bobby, good morning to you. Down at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Rooting for you and your boys today. Tell middleman Mike, your wife Jennifer, and everybody else hello from the Johnson family. Shane, good morning. Never as KC in the house, good morning. John Sanchez, good morning. Mr. Blevins, Mr. Russell, good morning. Elliot V, good morning. Leon Denton, good morning. John Hassler, good morning. Says Bengals, Miami, Bucks, Pats, Denver today. Easy 5-team parlay. Cash it. The other Kyle, good morning. I like it when we got more than one Kyle in here. You always know shit's about to go down when there's a couple Kyles in the room. Mike K, you go from sweating one day to freezing another. I think they're messing with you from complaining about how hot it is in the last few days. I did it to myself, but hey, we're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. Shane, I love that comment. It looks colder in your office than my deer stand. It probably is. Yeah, Elliot, it's, I like the OJ. I got another one in the fridge, but this one doesn't need it. Because it's like flipping -20 in the office today. Marquise, good morning. How incredibly unreal it is in Michigan. Over didn't hit. I I'm right there with you. 53 points in the first 3 quarters, and we couldn't even buy a single point. We couldn't buy it even if they said, here, take it, have it, it's free. You don't even have to tip me for it. We still couldn't get it. We still couldn't get it. Drew to the crew. Morning, Kyle. Great day today. Says great day today with Tulane and Houston plus the points. Shane Russell, how about the heat? A little heat would be nice. Mike K, our bounce backs are epic, though, so let's get to work. Hey, we're already done working. Premium plays are already out there. My personal plays are already out there. The big guaranteed NFL play, guys, is already out there. The work is done. The work has been laid in front of you. The blueprint to success for today is there. Now, all you have to do is convert that into moolah, all right? And we're going to hammer the books. Militia Grace, a fully broken Smith. Good morning. Jeff, Oregon, 3rd and 16. You let them go for 75 plus to the house. Yeah, that one is a little. It was a different game. Not gonna lie, we needed the over in that game. So 39 fourth quarter points. We couldn't get one point in the Michigan game in the fourth quarter, but hey, we got 39. We even had extra to spare in the Oregon game, and I'm not gonna lie, we needed that as a premium play. We ended premium plays on a high note last night. We backdoored a game. I mean, we got it. We got it. So we ended the night on a good note, and there was a little positive momentum rolling into the morning. Kato Saya, good morning. Ryan, good morning. Joseph Browning, good morning. Trace Perry, good morning. Bob G, good morning. Kyle with the hoodie. I'd have a parka on if I could. Tom Weiner in the house. Big Sunday coming up. Sunday. Absolutely. Jonathan, good morning. I'm glad you have your brooms handy because I'm calling it now, and I don't call it very often. You guys know I don't call for the brooms very often, but I absolutely love today. I do. David Kotz, good morning. Jay Betts in the house. Fresco Bar 45 Jones, good morning to you as well. Drew to the Crew says, I feel Cincy might get the first win of the season. Well, you never know, but probably not. Joseph Harris, good morning. Tim Williams, good morning. And look at that. We got caught up. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. First of all, if you guys are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. I could take off the unfriendly hoodie there. If you guys are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Ooh, ears are a little cold. I might have to put that hoodie back on. Good morning. All right, guys. First of all, welcome. Cappers Nation Live. This is the Sunday game day edition. Yes, I'm wearing my Trojan hat on NFL Sunday. We did put the smackdown on UCLA yesterday, and unfortunately, actually it's fortunately, kind of a sad day yesterday for us Pac-12 fans and people. First of all, if you're a USC Trojan fan, obviously you never want to lose to UCLA. We never want to lose to the Bruins. That's a fact. All right. So we're also trying to get rid of our coach Clay Helton. Always trying to get rid of him. We've been trying to for a while now, and it just hasn't happened. But I think it's nearing. I think he sealed his fate yesterday. All right. UCLA was a team that only put up 3 against Utah. All right. And the Trojans yesterday allowed them to put 35. All right, I'll fix the Frozen. I like Frozen. My Trojans. They put up 35 on my Trojans. Unacceptable, unexcusable, and should have never happened. So hopefully, Clay Helton, Coach Helton, I wish you the best of luck in your next coaching endeavor, and I hope it's not with the Trojans. I hope you're not around next year. I hope the fact that you allowed Chip Kelly and the Bruins to put up 35 against you yesterday in your 52-35 victory. I mean, I will hand it to them. They got a victory. They covered the spread. But the fact is they allowed 35 to be scored against them. And we don't like that. So hopefully he'll be on his way out the door. As Jonathan just said, Urban's going to USC. The fact that he's been so quiet and mum about it, you know he's going to accept that $9 million a year. $9 million a year is what I heard is going to be offered to him to come to USC. USC did cover the spread. That don't matter. The fact is that they allowed the Bruins, who only put up 3 against Utah, to put up 35 against USC. USC is actually a team that has actually prided themselves over the years. If you remember the Lane Kiffin, and even before that, the Pete Carroll days, it was defense, defense, defense with that prolific USC West Coast offense. And it's something that they don't have right now. So even though, they'll probably go on to hopefully win the South. But even more than that, it was actually a sad day yesterday. Yeah, but Jeff, Chip Kelly's not a mess. It's not his team. He's still playing with players that he didn't recruit. That's the thing with college. You got to give yourself, 3 or 4 years before you actually get to start playing the players that you recruited. So, do I blame Chip? No, not at all. Chip's he's an excellent developmental coach to develop college kids into professional athletes. Did he succeed at the professional level? No, he didn't. His offense didn't succeed there. Nor did his coaching style. Will it succeed at UCLA? Yeah, absolutely. Will he bring a powerhouse back to the Pac-12? Yeah, you give him another year or two, and that program will rebuild. It's UCLA. I don't care how bad they do. It's still UCLA, and they're still going to be one of the better California recruiting schools. Same thing with USC. Same thing with Stanford. Stanford will always be a fairly decent program in the Pac-12, just like USC, just like UCLA. But sad day for the Pac-12 with their playoff chances going right out the window, kind of like the hot temperature today. All right, it's like literally the heat in my office that's been sweating my ass out. It's gone, just like the Oregon Ducks college football playoffs chances. All right. One loss Pac-12 team is not getting in the playoffs. You got to remember, the committee don't like the Pac-12, all right? But I'll be honest with you. The Oregon Ducks didn't stand a chance against anybody in the SEC anyways. The Oregon Ducks do not and did not stand a chance against anybody in the SEC. We already saw that in the beginning of the year. All right? They don't deserve to be there. They're beating up on other Pac-12 teams that are horrendous and absolutely horrible. So, but, it would be nice for the Pac-12 to see a team in the playoffs. Not going to lie, I would root for them if they made the playoffs. I'll bet on them, but I definitely would have rooted for them for the fact that they made the playoffs. However, they're not going to. They're done. They're out. They're gone. See you later. Maybe next year, Ducks, but probably not, because USC will have a new coach. USC already has the offense. They just need a little bit of change on the defense, as well as the play calling, as well as the coaching, and that's coming to my Trojans. So, bad day for Pac-12. The committee seems to love the SEC teams. Yes, do you know why? Drew to the crew, I'm right there with you. Do you know why the committee likes the SEC teams? Because they bring in money to college football. All right? Let's be honest. The city of Los Angeles does not support the USC Trojans. The fan base. How many millions of people live in the city of Los Angeles and the outskirts? When you drive down the suburbs of Los Angeles, when you go north to Santa Clarita, or you go to Simi Valley, Ventura, Do you think you drive by and you see people with USC flags outside of their house or UCLA Bruins fans outside of their house? Hell no. But you can be in Podunk, Arkansas, or you can be in Los Angeles, you could be in Phoenix, you could be in Eugene, Oregon, you can be in wherever else in the world that you are, and you're going to see a Roll Tide. You're going to see an Auburn flag. Hell, you'll see an Arkansas flag. The people from the SEC, they live football. They breathe football. And they breed it too. All right? Even true to the crew, it's not all about the Dodgers and the Lakers. I promise you that much. They may sell out every game just like the LA Kings do. But when you drive to towns and you're driving down streets, you're not seeing flag after flag after flag after flag. You're not seeing all Dodger blue. I promise you that much. You're not seeing purple and gold outside of every house. Every garage door that's up, you're not seeing a Lakers banner. But damn, Ohio State University, the Ohio State University, Alabama, Auburn. Damn, you can see their fans when you drive down streets. On my little street, I live in a small little gated subdivision. There's only 12 houses in my subdivision. I know who the Buckeye fan is because he lives down on the corner. He's from there. I know who the Alabama fan is because he's my neighbor. And he's from Coleman. But damn, their pride runs thick. The SEC and other conferences bring in money. That's why the committee loves them. They bring in sponsorship dollars because they know the fan base is bigger. There's going to be more people watching it from that area. So they bring in money. It's all about the money. Committee, all about the money. Who's going to bring the best entertainment value, the best advertisers, and bring in money? Absolutely, Tremaine. I mean, I'm born and raised in, Los Angeles. And it doesn't matter what, and this goes to, it doesn't matter what town you go to, I promise you, I'm probably the only person, well, with the exception of a few, outside of, maybe with the exception of OJ. Yes, OJ Simpson. With the exception of him, that's probably in the Las Vegas area that flies a USC flag or banner in their garage or on their flagpole. So it just goes to show. Anyways, that was just about Mike's comment about how the SEC or the committee loves the SEC teams. They love them because they bring in money. They love them because they bring in money. Don't forget, guys, big NFL guaranteed play. Big. Tony, USC was a good game yesterday. Big NFL play, guys. Guaranteed to win or you get the next one free. I know they're winding down. I know we're going to have one this week as well as next week. And then that's probably it. $50 guaranteed to win. Or you get the next one absolutely free. And if you want it for free today, all you have to do is purchase. You can get it for free. You have to make a premium play, personal play, or NHL package purchase for $99 or more, and you get that play free. Doesn't matter what package that is. Your bookie in the back of the hardware store doesn't take UFC bets, then you need to open up a 5 Dimes account. Anthony, man, I was rooting for you. You lost $2,300 on a parlay. You need an Oregon money line. That's tough, man. That is absolutely tough. That is absolutely tough. And as an added bonus for you guys, and I ain't letting them email this one out, for whatever package you guys buy today, if it's for the 99 or more, so that way you get the Sunday play free. Because you remember, we put out an easy winner yesterday. Anybody that mentions that they purchase it during the live chat, if you purchase it, you got to post in the live chat that you purchased it. I will add an extra day onto whatever package. So if you buy a week of the NHL for $100, you'll get the Big Sunday play free. We'll add a day to it. You buy 3 days of premium plays for $99 or 3 days of my personal plays, you'll get that big game free, and I'll add a day onto it. But you need to post in here that you're in here. How does 5 Dimes work? You have many different payout options. The quickest is always crypto. I deposit with Bitcoin. I cash out with Bitcoin. I sell my Bitcoin and I transfer it to my bank account. Simple. Easy as can be. Easy as can be. A lot of people think it's complicated. It's complicated for like the very first time that you do it. And then after that, super simple. So here's a direct link to 5 Dimes. All you have to do is click on that link. And then they'll know you came from here. And they'll take great care of you as well. I'm telling you, especially when it comes to betting the UFC, there's nobody better. Nobody better. But yeah, all right, guys. Now, let's talk about football today. NFL football, all right? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Don't get stuck. I'm going to give a big piece of advice today. Now, if you could only bet the NFL, then disregard. But if you can bet more than the NFL today, make sure you're looking at more than just the NFL today. As James H. said yesterday, there was definitely some low-hanging fruit. And there's a lot of low-hanging there's some low-hanging fruit today, especially in college basketball. That's just dangling right there. I mean, it's just saying, hey Kyle, come pick me. Jermaine, I'm half Spanish. I understand those in the back of the store spots. You know, even here in Vegas, I know obviously there's local bookies everywhere, even in Vegas. Why? Because they extend credit to people. You know, a lot of benefits to using a local book as well. NFL can definitely be tricky today, Tony. I 100% agree with you. Our card is not stacked with NFL play after NFL play. I've got some low dangling fruit in my card today. Same thing with premium plays, as you know, Tony. You already received my plays, and it's going to be a good day today. That's for sure. Pancakes and low-hanging fruit. Pancakes actually sound really good right about now. So just keep your guys' eyes peeled and wide open today, because there's going to be a definite chance for you guys to be able to pick some up. And I want to do some breakdowns. And even if we skip off of NFL after a tad bit and do some college basketball breakdowns for you guys, I would definitely love to be able to do that as well for you guys, because there's some good ones today. Not a lot of lines out just yet. Lines are just popping up for a lot of the college basketball games, as well as the NBA. NBA only had 2 games out. And I'm actually popping up everything right now. That way we can start breaking down stuff. Don't forget, if you are in our Survivor pool, we're still doing an overall winner. So make sure you make your selections in this Eliminator Challenge. We have the overall win, or we have the basically the Survivor Pool Challenge winner, but now over the overall winner, we're still doing an overall winner for what was I gonna say? Whoever picks the entire season. Whoever has the best record for the entire season is going to get a package as well. Hey, Ryan, I know where you're leading, and I know where you're getting at, and we don't allow any promotion of other books or bookies or local bookies. Especially local bookies. We don't allow anybody to promote who they book with or anything like that. But he knows where Five Dimes is if he needs an online book. Five Dimes, Bookmaker, Bovada, those are all people that will pay you and pay you quick and pay you all the time. All right, I need to make my Eliminator Challenge selection today. And my selections are winding down. Let's see. I can't pick the Bills. Can't pick the Raiders. Can't pick the Seahawks, can't pick the Eagles, can't pick the Cowboys or the Patriots or the Ravens. So I guess we're going to have to go with... There we go. All right, made my selection. Yeah, Kong, I saw it right before I went live. You want to ask me for today's tickets? Cool. The losing tickets from yesterday, they were actually betting cash, and I already trashed my big one out of anger yesterday. What confused you? So, I'm not one to focus and harp on losing, if you know what I mean. Anthony, sir, if you are watching, I got you covered. What I'm going to do, Anthony, if you're watching, is I know you asked me to do the to run your card for the 3 days, add 3 more days of premium plays onto your account. That way you get the Sunday play, and we're going to actually make it a 4th day. So I just gave you access to the Sunday play. I'll run your card as soon as we're done with the live show. And if you're not watching, I just text that to you. So all you got to do is log in. Remember, guys, if you guys purchase during the show and you let me know about it, I will extend everything a day for you guys as well. So it doesn't matter what package you select. I will extend it a day for you guys as an added bonus. Nothing happening shady with Bitcoin transfers. Bitcoin transfers are safe and secure. Kong, you'll end up with next Saturday's guaranteed Saturday play. What was my big ticket? My big ticket was on Appalachian State. I actually had a few really good tickets yesterday, but the biggest was on App State. Laying 28, and they gave up a shitty They gave up a shitty touchdown in the end of the first half that should have never happened. Eliza Rodriguez, just go open up a Coinbase account. Go to Coinbase.com, open up an account. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to have to do 5 dimes. Open up a Coinbase account. It's as simple as can be. You can buy your Bitcoin there and transfer it to and from 5 dimes. You make your purchase, you send it immediately to 5 dimes. As soon as 5 dimes sends it back to you as a cash out, you immediately sell it and transfer that right into your bank account. And if you link your PayPal up to your Coinbase account, you can have it transferred immediately. But yeah, no, I had a big ticket on App State yesterday. They played like dog shit the first half. Complete dog shit the first half. They gave up a late touchdown in the first half that should have never happened anyways. That was the killer. However, they had plenty of opportunities to run up the score, and they never did. Ryan, there's no $150 play today. That's guaranteed Saturday. That's guaranteed Saturday. Our NFL play is $50 guaranteed to win. Or you get the next one absolutely free. And it's not a money line bet. It's not a money line bet. This is from Starbucks. You know, my girly drink at 5 o'clock this morning. It's an iced coffee now. As far as how much I'm putting on it, a decent amount as of right now. I'll probably have close to 15K on it when it's all said and done. William's so pissed that Michigan didn't go over 0 points in the fourth and refused field goal kicks. I'm right there with you. 53 points in the first 3 quarters, and we couldn't buy a point in the fourth quarter. And we couldn't buy a point in the fourth quarter. Literally, we couldn't buy one. I mean, they were handing it to us. And we couldn't get it. Neverez KC, sir, I see you just purchased 3 days of premium plays. So I am adding on the Sunday. Same thing. Christopher, I see you purchased the same thing. 3 days of premium plays. So I just added on your account the Sunday play as well. You get that for free. You guys are going to love it. You guys will love it today. Neverez, all right, buddy. You already have access to the Sunday play, and I just gave you that 4th day on premium plays as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a list of it to make sure that it sticks. The 4th day, Anthony. And Neverez, alrighty. Make a note of that. That way everybody that gets it. I don't want anybody to miss out on that one. Tom, just know Kyle probably put much more on these games than everyone here. We do have some money on the games, that's for sure. That is for sure. Oop, 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 oop. All right, what we're going to do. I love the chit-chatter back and forth. Let's see here. Where'd everybody go? There's my live chat. Yeah, they're definitely... I mean, I wouldn't say we had any bad beats yesterday with the exception of the Michigan total. Hold on one second, guys. Nope, Ryan, you'll have plenty of time. NFL starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time, as long as that's 12:30 Eastern time. Need to be signed up. By 12 or by 1 p.m. Eastern time to be on board our guaranteed NFL play. Okay? 1 p.m. Eastern time. Let me put it out there. It's one game. It's one monster game. If for some reason we drop it, we will give you the next one absolutely free. But we're not dropping it. All right, we're not dropping that game. And that's a fact. One second, folks. Hold on one second. And then we're going to break down some games. Better let the Cowboys alone, save your money. Greg Engel, good morning, sir. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see you jumped on board our big NFL play as well. Ryan, can I Venmo or PayPal you? No, but you can go to our website and you can use a Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. You can use a prepaid card if you need to. Plenty of opportunities to, or plenty of easy ways to make a purchase, but we do everything by card. Fast Freddy, I never said that there was any low dangling fruit in college basketball on the West Coast. I never gave any disclaimers that it was on the West Coast. It could be on the East Coast. It could be everywhere. Hold on one second. One second, guys. What? One second, folks. Trying to do something on technology these days. Technology these days. Wow. Interesting. Weird. Weird. All right. John Hassler. Some people haven't. And they might eventually. Right? Hold on one second, guys. Okay, we're back. I was trying to do something, and for some reason, give me 1 second. Let me try something real quick. And then I do apologize for the delay here. I will be right with you guys. Almost ready. Okay, I'm back. John says Cowboys are far from the Ravens. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let me pull up my NFL segment stuff. Interesting, a lot of sharps and consensus report has everybody but one is saying Patriots. Over, under, a little more on the over as far as Sunday Night Football goes. A lot more feeling the 49ers as well as the under in that game. Never as KC, you do have access to the Sunday play. I just double checked for you. All right, where'd my live chat go? Jose, good morning. Thomas says Pittsburgh, Saints, Tampa Bay, Pats, Atlanta, Tampa over 51. Just a few I'm interested in. Hope and pray I win today. Been on a losing 7 to 8 days. Be a nice day for you. I got a feeling. Good at TV says he got the Giants +7. Which I always wish everybody, the best of luck. Joe, if you have buy 1 month free, get 1 month, you get guaranteed Sunday also. Joe, here's the question. Do you already have the premium plays? Are you already on board the premium plays? Let me know if you're already on them, and then I'll be able to reply to you properly with the correct answer. Because I want to make sure that you get the correct answer. Okay. Thomas is always a lot of fun when we win, and you know we want to win. Want to win, gonna have a great day today. Tom says, here's a few leans I'm eyeing up prior to breakdowns. Panthers plus 10.5. Giants under 17.5 team total. If you can't get that line, stay away. 2-team tees. Packers plus 10 and Seahawks plus 7. Alrighty, hold on one second, folks. Jose says Bengals with the upset today. A lot of people in the live chat, not a lot of people, but a handful of people, all riding, saying the same thing. Bengals with a win today. A lot of people thinking the Bengals get the job done. Interesting. I'm actually logging into my 5 Dimes account now. I want to be able to pop up some of their lines as well for everybody. Remember, guys, anybody that purchases a package of $99 or more today, premium plays or personal plays or NHL package, you're going to get the big Sunday play, the guaranteed Sunday play for free. And not only are you going to get it for free, but I'm going to, as long as you're in the live chat and you let me know during the live show or within 20 minutes of the live show. All right, within 20 minutes of the live show, I'll extend it an extra day for free. All right, back to the... Joe, if you're already on premium plays, then no. You don't get our big guaranteed game for free. But if you were not on it and you were to make a purchase over $99 today, you would get, as far as that promotion, you would get it for free. Ryan, 5G on the $50 thoughts. If $5,000 is within your budget and your bankroll supports it, then by all means, go bet away. I don't care if you bet $50 or $50,000. It makes no difference to me what you bet, as long as your bankroll supports it and that's within your means. Now, if you're going to put your mortgage and your entire life savings on it, I'd recommend not doing it because it's still professional sports. Anything can happen. Players can get hurt. There's things that are out of our control. But one thing that I can tell you is that we definitely do our best to make sure we're on the correct side, that's for sure. Hold on one second, folks. My phone acting funky today. You know, and that's proper bankroll management. We never want anybody to go above their means. Is the game a winner? I believe so. I have been wrong before. You know, I have been wrong before at times, but today I think it's a flat out winner. I think it's going to be a nice big saving grace for everybody who's having a bad week. I think it's going to be a nice big play for everybody. All right, we've been live for way too long with no breakdowns. Although I'm not going to lie, I've loved the chatter that we've had today. I love the chatter that we've had today. I think it's been great so far. But it's time to do some damage. All right, it's time to do some damage. You know, and back to Ryan's question about 5K on our big NFL play. I don't care what you guys bet on it. As long as it's within your means and your bankroll, you know, it doesn't matter what you move to me. You know, I could care less. It doesn't affect my pocketbook if you win $5,000 or if you win $100. All right? We know that you're not going to be sending me a tip, okay? So it doesn't really matter to me which one you do. So as long as you can support it and you can justify it as far as your bankroll and your financial situation, by all means, fire away, brother. Fire away. I can promise you I'll have a lot more than 5K on it. That's a fact. A 100% fact. Big D-Mall, you got something to share with me? I love it. I can't wait. Did you get a phone call? Did you finally have a phone call? Oh, I love it. I am feeling confident. I'll never push somebody to bet above their means, though. You want that? Go chit chat with a tout. Go chit chat with the cold calling service. I don't care if you bet $100 or $100,000. In person? Tell me it's not in person. Tom asking Kyle Care to break down the Falcons game 263, 264. Sure, no problem. We will do that one first. I think he's a man trying to make a living. Alex, they lost. They had a losing day. It happens. It happens from time to time. Off days, off weeks happen from time to time. I don't know where you're going, Big D, but I'm excited to hear. All right, guys, first one we're going to jump into Tampa and Atlanta. It's flipping cold. We got to put the hoodie back on. My ears are frozen. No, I don't have an Instagram. No, I don't have an Instagram. Absolutely, Thomas. Press on, move forward. All right, game 263, 264. Tampa, Atlanta. 3-7 straight up. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Michael, good morning. 2-8 against the spread. 8-2 on the over. Going up against the Falcons, 3-7 straight up. 3-7 straight up. 3-6-1 against the spread. 3-7 on the over. Falcons riding a 2-game win streak. Thomas all hooded up, ready to crack the books. Yes. Jose, I bet every single one of our premium plays. If I put out a play, I bet it. It doesn't matter if it's premium plays, my personal plays, the NHL play, our big CFL play today. I bet them all. Famous Jameis, absolutely. All right, guys, Falcons actually have two of their three wins coming in the last 2 weeks. Beating up on the Panthers last week, 29-3. We rode them on that way. And then beating up the Saints, beating up Bobby's and LT's Saints 26-9 2 weeks ago. All right, let's take a look at the odds. Let's take a look at the odds and then where the money's at on this game. But no, Jose, I bet every single play. All right, Atlanta opened up as a 3-point favorite, guys. They're now laying 3.5 at even money at a couple books. The Westgate's got them at even minus 3.5 at even money. MGM, Caesars, all have them at minus 3.5, minus $1.10. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go to 4 before kickoff on this game. Total opened up at 54.5. The total is actually down 3.5 points. Total down to 51. Total dropping like it's hot. All right, guys, total dropping like it's hot, and it's actually not. All right, taking a look at the money aspect of this game. Let's see where the money lies on this game before we get into the breakdown of both of these teams. As of right now, 71% all rolling with the Falcons. And, you know, the Falcons didn't get a lot of the money on them last week against the Panthers. We were on them. We rode the Falcons last week to a dominating victory. If you guys remember, it was our daily free play video play last week. Gave it to you guys for free, and that was an easy winner. 71% on the Falcons laying the juice today. Just 29% on Famous Jameis and the Buccaneers. All right, guys, 69% on the over, yet that total is dropping like it's hot. All right, total down 3.5 points to 51. And 69% of the money on it. All right, so reverse line movement on the total. Ryan, you need to go below the green box. It's actually the first package that you can select with the little check mark. Matter of fact, it's already checked for you. All you have to do is scroll a little bit lower. All right, guys, diving more in depth into these two teams. Like we said, Falcons actually coming off a 2-game win streak, trying to end the season on a high note and turn things around. They've got the Bucs today. Next week, they got a short layoff. Just 4 days later, they get the Saints again. It's going to be a big revenge game for the Saints. They get them at home. They get Carolina again. They get the 49ers, Jacksonville, and the Buccaneers one more time. Falcons definitely trying to make a big shift and change in direction of their season and how it's gone. They had a very disaster of a start. Taking a look at the Buccaneers, the 3-win Buccaneers as well, guys. These guys have been an over machine. Over. Their first 2 games of the season against the 49ers and the Panthers all went under. They're riding 8 straight overs. All right, guys. The Buccaneers have 8 straight overs with Famous Jameis at the helm. The last time these two teams played was December 30th of last year. They played each other twice last year, twice the year before that, so there's a big history. 4-1 on the over their last 5 games. Home teams 2-2 straight up, but 4-0 against the spread. Home teams are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 meetings. Tampa Bay ended up losing to Atlanta last year, and they're actually in their last game that they played at home. They were in Tampa Bay. They lost 34-32. They were catching 3 at home, and they covered the spread in that one. Before that, when they were playing in the last time they played in Atlanta, back in October of last year, Atlanta covered the 3-point spread and beat them 34-29. So if you guys are noticing, 3-point spread. Both games last year were a 3-point spread, and the dog covered 1, and actually the home team covered the spread both times in that 2 straight overs as well. Tampa Bay I can't talk. Tampa Bay 12-3 on the road versus an opponent who's done playing Carolina. Tom says, everyone hit the thumbs up button. Hit it a second time if you think I should get a raise for comment monitoring during the breakdowns. I have to make you a moderator. To make you a moderator. Atlanta 2-8 against the spread against imperfect offenses, averaging more than 1.9 turnovers per game. And Tampa Bay 7-0 on the over, with head coach Arians in their last 7 games. It's actually 8 straight overs. When you're diving in depth into these two teams and you want to compare them side by side, let's take a comparison, all right? Atlanta has definitely picked up their game their last 2 games. I can see them picking up their stats and these numbers actually rising over the next 3 to 4 games on average for them. Their on average numbers should definitely rise over the next couple games. But just taking a look at the Bucs, guys, they average 27.7 points per game. They average 95 yards rushing the ball, 3.9 yards per rushing attempt. They also average 286 yards in the air, averaging 7 yards per passing attempt. Coop Daddy, what's going on? Nope, haven't missed any good leans yet. Will I post my big bet for today? Our guaranteed NFL Sunday play is already purchased. If you want to know what it is, Ryan, feel free to purchase it. Feel free to purchase it. It's right there on the website. You get instant access to it. All right, Tampa Bay, they'll be going up against a Falcons defense that's been giving up 26.2 points per game. They've been giving up over 108 rushing yards a game at 3.9 yards per carry, as well as giving up 262 in the air. They've been torched in the secondary. Their secondary has been suspect at best. They average giving up 7.6 yards per passing attempt. And believe it or not, both of these teams on turnovers have been absolutely horrendous. Horrendous. Atlanta -8, -8 on the turnovers. Never as KC, you have it. You're probably seeing the premium plays first. Turn your phone sideways, scroll up past your username, or right next to your username, you'll see that small little box with 4 little windows in it. Click that box, scroll down to the second box, and you'll see the package premium plays as well as a guaranteed Sunday play, and you'll have access to it. But I'll double check again to make sure you have access to it. I just logged in as you, and it definitely gives you access. 100%. You just turn your phone sideways, click on that little box. Now, the Falcons, when they're on defense, hold on one second, guys. I got to reply to a customer real quick. Alex, I just replied. I just replied. To your text message, sir. Now, the Falcons, they average 22 points a game, 74 rushing yards a game at 3.6 yards per carry. Not a big rushing program. However, and that's a lot of it has to do with them being behind in games. The Falcons have been behind the 8 ball to start, and that goes back to their losing record. Teams that can't run generally don't win games. Teams that can't establish a run don't win games. Teams that get down big early don't have an opportunity to establish a run. All right? Teams that get down big or get down big early usually don't have an opportunity to even try and establish a run. That's why we only see 21 rushing plays on average for the Falcons, 24 for the Bucs. All right, so they haven't had an opportunity to establish a run. Give them an opportunity to establish the run, and we'll take a look and see what happens. All right. Now they averaged 300 yards in the air. All right. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, we lost Guaranteed Saturday yesterday. You'll end up with another one next week. We take care of you on that promotion. When you buy it and when you buy it and get the next one free if we lose, we always take care of our people. Always take care of our people. All right, cell phone gonna die. Got to put that sucker on the charger. So at Falcons, they'll be going up against a Buccaneers defense, guys, that's been getting torched, averaging giving up 31.3 points per game. All right, they average giving up just 81 rushing yards a game. Tampa hasn't had many rushes to have to defend against. You know, they average only having to defend against 23 rushing plays a game. Why? Because teams have actually taken full advantage of their suspect secondary and put the beat down on them in the air. All right, they're giving up on average 290 passing yards a game and 7.2 yards per passing attempt. And let's be honest, negative 10 on turnovers. All right, negative 10 on turnovers. That's what you get with the Buccaneers. So between both teams combined, they're a negative 18 on turnovers. Both teams combined, they're a negative 18 on turnovers. All right, guys? Now, you take a look at what the Falcons did last week against the Panthers, all right? When you're taking a look at them, you'll find out they didn't run the ball. They still didn't run the ball. They haven't been able to establish a run. They had 54 rushing yards, all right, but they put up 295 in the air, and that was plenty of points and plenty of opportunity for the Falcons to put up 29 points against the Panthers. But where they got them was on the defensive side of things, all right? They still gave up 270 passing yards, but they held Carolina to 77 rushing yards, all right? And turnovers. Turnovers. So the reason why the Falcons won last week was 4 interceptions, all right? 4 interceptions. They turned their interceptions into points. And they didn't commit any turnovers. First game in how long that they didn't commit any turnovers? I mean, even against their win against the Saints, Ryan still threw an interception. All right, Ryan still threw an interception in that game. Then they didn't fumble, but he threw a pick in that game. When they were able to beat the Saints, they beat them running the ball. That was their big breakthrough, showing that the Falcons can actually run the ball. They put 143 rushing yards on the ground. All right? They put 143 rushing yards on the ground compared to the 52 of the Saints. The Saints only put down 52 because, let's see, they were down big and they were down big early. Chido, yeah, no UFC yesterday. Definitely stunk it up. I can't wait for UFC. It's sad we got to wait another week. We have to wait a whole nother week for UFC. 2 weeks. I mean, it sucks. Definitely sucks having to wait. But I'm definitely looking forward to UFC again. Now, as far as a lean goes on this game, guys, for everybody that doesn't know, we put out 5 leans yesterday. We actually went 4-1 on leans. I guess we should have just made those premium and personal plays yesterday because leans yesterday were off the chain. All right, leans yesterday was off the chain. The only one we dropped was Texas Tech money line minus $1.35. That was the only lean we dropped yesterday. We hammered home Minnesota laying the points, laying 13.5, as well as the over 39.5. Penn State plus 19.5, which was a winner, and then the big Purdue plus 25 was a winner on the lean as well. But as far as this game goes, as far as the Bucs and the Falcons, obviously the over's in play. The Atlanta defense has played strong in the last 2 games. They've given up 12 points in 2 games to 2 teams that are definitely capable to put points on the board. They stifled the Saints, and they absolutely locked down the Panthers. Famous Jameis, old Jameis Winston, can move the ball with the best of them down the field. Problem is the Tampa Bay defense is going to allow a lot of points as well. I mean, they average giving up, well, what is it? 31.3 points a game anyways? Nathan, I agree with you. The Michigan-Indiana over 53 was ridiculous, or at 53. Some got it at 53. Most, like me, got it at 53 and a half. But as far as this one, I give out it's basically a little double lean. Remember, guys, full disclaimer, just because I lean on a game doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to bet it. I bet all my personal plays, bet all of our premium plays. But as far as a lean goes, it's my opinion to help you guys out. But I definitely lean Atlanta as well as the over on this one. Atlanta as well as the over on this one. With that line movement on Atlanta, laying 3.5. If I was going to do anything, because Tampa likes to make things close and interesting, I would definitely, more than likely look at sneaking it down 0.5 point to 3. So Atlanta laying 3 as well as the over. Lean towards the over on this one. Over 51, where it's at right now at the Westgate. Alan Mitchell, you had it at 53.5 and you bought it 0.5 point. You know, it's funny. I debated buying it down 0.5 point at the last minute, and I'm like, if you're going to buy it down 0.5 point, you might as well buy it down a full point and take it at 52.5. I'm like, I'm leaving it at 53.5 because the sucker's a winner. And we got to 53 with time left in the third quarter, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a flat out winner. We got this one in the book. This will be somebody's going to put up a touchdown. Michigan's going to put up a score, at least a field goal in the fourth quarter. And no doubt about, if we played that game and had the same scenarios 9 out of 10 times, probably more than that, we score in the fourth quarter. And like you said, stupid unlucky on that one. When the luck's going against you, you don't get those lucky members bounces. Thomas, out you go, Jameis. I'm going to lean towards the hot hand here. And that's definitely the Falcons. Falcons doing damage. It is cold in here now. All these days of complaining about how hot it is, I am freezing. Holy cow. It is absolutely cold. All right, one thing that we are going to do, we're going to start breaking down some more games for you guys. All right. Let's see. Next game that we're going to do. Peter G. Hey, Kyle, since your surgery, have you gained a lot of weight? You look a little bit thinner there before your surgery. No. I'm actually down... I dropped 23 pounds after my surgery, and I've gained a little over half of it back, 12 of it back. Yeah, William, odd question. Oh, and William, I didn't see your Twitter message yesterday, your Twitter post. I was with my wife and little one yesterday, so I wasn't on Twitter in the evening. But yes, you should have already been extended. But thanks, Peter G, for being my weight monitor. But no, I'm hanging tough right around there, right around the 213 mark. But thank you, sir. Thanks for telling me I look a little fatter today. My pockets are a little heavier because I made a shit ton of money since my surgery. And I had enough to plop down and build another home. So, my wife cooks really good food. Matter of fact, we had a homemade chili and cornbread, her little famous homemade cornbread where she adds a little honey to the recipe. So, definitely eating good. But no, going to the gym, running anywhere from 3 to 5 miles a day. And nope, can't say that I've gained any weight, but my pocket's definitely fatter. Definitely fatter. Matter of fact, Big D Mall saw the invoice for the house that we just had, or that we're having built. So I'd have to say my pockets are a little fatter to be able to spend $690K on an extra home. So William C, it was good. And matter of fact, I forgot to take some with me to work today. More deception from your rigged NFL. What's the storyline in this week? C favors. It's not my NFL. Nathan, do you like that? I think I gave enough info. But I'm not going to lie. I'm probably putting on a pound this week because I've done what I haven't been doing, and that's drinking these sweet coffees. Normally, I drink my Dunkin' out of the Keurig, or Krug, as I like to tease my wife, and call it a Krug, because she always tries to correct me and say it's a Keurig. But I mean, these suckers, they're getting me going in the weight department. See favors, what's going on? Oh yeah, and to better properly answer Peter G's question, I want you to know I'm actually wearing some of my extra large t-shirts now. My fat ass before surgery was XXL only. All right. Now I'm actually squeezing into an XL. Thank you. And some of my 34 pants are actually starting to fit better, but I'm glad you're paying attention. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me I look pretty or something. William, I love your text message, brother. Yeah, all right, Jose. I'm still ugly. I know. Hold on. Let me get you a better look of this ugly mug, all right? Let's get you guys a better look. LT, what's going on, brother? Tito, the hoodie goes good. I love it. Okay, Peter G. Here, hold on. Here, we'll do it for you. Have a great day, Peter G. You don't like my smart ass comment, then all right, Jose. We'll put the hoodie back on. Then let's keep it sports talk, folks. You guys all forgot we got that timeout button, huh? We got that great timeout button. It's fun to use, too. All right, next breakdown. Who wants another breakdown? Or do we want to talk about my weight? I mean, what is this, the Jenny Craig channel? Much better now with the hoodie. I love it, Jose. I love it. There you go, Devin. Buffalo game it is. Brando, hey Cal, what you think of a super teaser? Falcons over 39, Titans plus 10, Cowboys plus 18. I'm not a fan of the Titans. Not a fan of the Titans. Big D-Mo, you can't handle the Saints and Eagles breakdown. I'm going to break your heart, brother. All right, we're going to do the Buffalo because that's what was requested first after the nonsense. And I'll be honest, Devin doesn't ask for much in the live chats. Devin doesn't usually ask for a game. And so we're gonna do the Bills game. I don't have any play on the Bills game. And I'll be honest with you guys. Yesterday, all right? Yesterday, we broke down 5 games that I did not have a play on. We ended up going 4-1. 4-1. 4-1 on it. And I froze the damn screen. All right? I'm in the business. I better watch my words there. That would almost sound bad. I'm in the business of making my viewers happy. So, out of request for Jose and William C., Jose wants to see the Niners game. William wants to see the Jags and Titans game broken down. So, out of respect for our viewers, our great viewers, we're going to do those games after the Bills game for Devin. All right? And then if we have more time after that, we'll jump into maybe some college hoops. Hold on, we got to get warm. I mean, it's You guys see my breath yet? Somebody needs to pay the heater bill and turn off the damn AC, or maybe I just need to turn it up a little. All right, guys. Here we go. I don't know where it went. I just had it on my screen. Oh, Devin, you're shit out of luck, buddy. It's gone. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's right here. D-Mall, I got the air blowing in the 60s. It's a little cold for us Vegas people. All right. Broncos, Bills. Broncos, what can we say about them? 3-7 straight up, coming off a loss to the old Vikings, 27-23, which was our big NFL play of the game last year, the over, the sleeper low over that we absolutely smashed. Speaking of our big NFL guaranteed game, you need to be signed up by 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 Pacific. All right? You have 2 hours. 2 hours to get on our big NFL play. It's $50 guaranteed to win, or you'll get the next one absolutely free. If you want that game for free, you can get that big $50 play absolutely free. All you have to do is go to our website, purchase any premium play package, personal play package, or NHL package for $99 or more today. Purchase that package for $99 or more today. You'll automatically get that game absolutely free. However, if you're watching this live chat and you purchase it, come back in. Let me know that you purchased it. I'll give you a 4th day absolutely free on or whatever package you purchase. So if you buy a week, you'll get an extra day. You buy a month, you'll get an extra day. Any package you purchase, I will extend a day on top of it. All right, guys? But you have to let me know in the chat or within 20 minutes of the live chat. Either send me a text message or shoot me an email, kyle@cappersdirect.com. See, look at it. It's going to be a great day today. We got Kyle Bogart in here, another Kyle. I think that's 3 Kyles now that we've had in here. Every time the Kyles are here, shit goes down. All right? When the Kyles are here, shit goes down in a good way. Or shit goes up. One of the two. Whatever way you want to look at it. Arnaldo, Sin City weather, baby. Absolutely. All right. Broncos, Bills. And if you guys don't know, all right, if you don't know, now you know, we do have a free play on this game. We do have a free play on this game. If you already know what it is, don't say it. Don't post it in here. That's why we have the video, so you guys go and watch it. If you want the free play, when you're done in the live chat, do yourself a favor. Go watch that video. Go watch our daily free play video. All right? When you're done there, and you get that free play, hit that thumbs up button. All right? Hit that big thumbs up button. And when you're done with that, drop a comment. All right? Drop a comment over there. We're glad to have you. All right. Now, back to the Denver-Buffalo game. All right, guys. Broncos 3-7 straight up, 6-4 against the spread, 4-6 on the over the riding. 2 straight games that have gone over the total, including last week's game, which was our big NFL game of the week, as well as their game against Cleveland also went over. It was a game that they actually won 24-19 that saw a total in the 30s, 39. All right, this week's total, we'll get to that here in just a second. All right, guys, you've got the Bills 7-3 straight up, riding their big win over the Dolphins last week, beating them 37-20. They gave up 20 points to Fitzmagic. All right, they're 6-3-1 against the spread. They've been a covering machine, putting money in everybody's pocket most of the week so far in the NFL. However, they have been an under team, 3-7 on the over. Out of 10 of their games, 7 have gone over. 7 have gone under. However, their last game against the Dolphins did go over the total. They saw a total of 41. They had 57 points scored in that game. Alrighty. Thank you, Michael. Always appreciated. Now, when you're taking a look at the lines on this game, all right? When you're taking a look at the lines on this game, we're going to take a look from opening to where it's at now. Bills opened up as a 5.5-point favorite. That's where it opened up at. They're actually laying 3.5 right now. The Westgate still has them at 4. However, MGM and Mirage literally in the last 10 minutes dropped it to minus 3.5, minus $1.20. All right? The BetMGM app has a minus 3.5, minus $1.10. And the D Casino has a minus 3.5, minus $1.15. It is trending downwards still. All right? It would not surprise me one nice size bet, a dime size bet or more at the Westgate, which is the leader of the line movements here in Vegas, and it's still the world's largest book. That's why they call it the Super Book. Would not be surprised for me to see that line drop to minus 3.5 as well at the Westgate, or they might follow along suit some of the other books. All right, total on this game opened up at 35. Brian, good morning, sir. The total opened up at 35 over and under. Over and under 5 touchdowns when the total opened up. That quickly jumped to 37. All right, bookmakers took a lot of action from the sharps at over 35. And I'm not talking a little action. Not a little Paquito, all right? A lot of action over 35. And they're still getting at over 37. Now, when you're diving into these two teams, and which is where we're going to get in a second, but when you're diving into the money and you want to see where everybody's laying their bets, it's very, very, very evenly spread as of right now, over and under as well as the side of the game. 51% of all against the spread bets rolling in right now are on the Broncos, 49% on the Bills. The AC turned off. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now, the total, over and under, 52% on the over, 48% on the under. Thank you, Ortho, for dropping your Monday Night Football prediction. Now, let's dive into these two teams. Let's give you guys the juice that you need, all right? The juice that you need to make your most educated guess on the side. Matthew Hellman, thank you, sir, for jumping on board our big guaranteed Sunday winner. Ryan, I haven't seen you jump on board it yet. I know you were looking for it on the website. I would have thought we would have seen at least a sign-up by now, but that hasn't came through. So maybe you still got an hour and 58 minutes to take full advantage of it. Doubt we'll see it, but you just never know. All right, when you're diving into these two teams, all right, let's just take a look. Buffalo, 3-2 straight up, 5-0 against the spread when playing Denver. All right, they're 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games playing Denver. 3 out of the last 5 have gone over the total, including the last time these two teams met in September of 2017 when the Bills put the beat down 26-16. All right, Buffalo 6-1 against the spread out of their last 7 games against Denver. Denver 13-2 on the under. 13-2 on the under when playing the AFC. As I said before, you should probably throw that stat out the window today. All right, the dog has actually covered the spread 5 straight times. All right, 5 straight times. Now, as far as these two teams, when you're comparing them side by side, you're going to see some interesting numbers that are fairly close, especially on the offensive side of things. Even so, on the defense, there's a lot of evenly matched stuff that goes on with both of these teams side by side when you compare offense to defense, when you're comparing them on paper. All right? Denver, they average 17.2 points a game on offense. They average 113 yards a game rushing the ball, 207 in the air. They're averaging 4.3 yards per carry, as well as 6.4 yards per passing attempt. They'll be going up against a Bills defense that's been giving up 17 points a game. All right, they average giving up 106 rushing yards a game, as well as 198 in the air. They're actually even Steven when it comes to turnovers. They're actually at a 0. All right, they're not plus, they're not minus. They're right there, even Steven at a nice big fat goose egg 0. So they're playing even on the turnover game. All right, now when the Bills have the ball, when the Bills are on offense, they're averaging 21.1 points a game, just a tad less than 4 points more per game on average than the Broncos. The Broncos have actually had some very low-scoring games as well as Buffalo as well. But Buffalo, guys, they average 129 yards rushing the ball, and that's only on 28 carries a game on average. Both teams rush the ball roughly the same 26 and 28 times. They average 217 yards in the air at 6.5 yards per passing attempt. This is how close these numbers are. Buffalo averages 6.5 yards per passing attempt. Denver, 6.4. Buffalo averages 4.6 yards per rushing attempt. Denver, 4.3. Very similar numbers on offense. All right, now the Bills. They'll be going up against a Denver defense that averages giving up 19.7 points per game. Very similar numbers to Buffalo. Extreme numbers. They average giving up 100 yards a game on the ground at 3.9 yards per carry. They might have a slight edge when it comes to defending the run, as they're about a half a yard on average less per rushing attempt. Not much of an edge on a rush defense. They average giving up 210 in the air at 6.4 yards per passing attempt, and they're -2 on turnovers. The turnover department, small. Very minuscule edge towards the Bills. When you're comparing defenses side by side and you're looking at their numbers on paper, you'll see that Denver gives up 3.9 yards per carry compared to the 4.4 that the Buffalo defense gives up. When you're looking at the air attack and the air defense is secondary, the Broncos average giving up 6.4 yards per passing attempt compared to the 5.7 that the Bills give up. As far as offense and defense, I think both of these teams are very, very, very comparable. As far as both being prepared to play outside, in the cold weather, no edge to either one of those teams. As far as traveling on the road, yeah, Denver's got the big travel schedule. They're the ones across. They're the ones that had to travel across the country to get to Buffalo to play today. As far as that goes, home field advantage, give a slight home field advantage to Buffalo, no doubt about it. And it's one of the reasons why we see the line that we see. Now, as far as the side on this game, I don't think the line was correct when it opened up 5.5. I think that's why we saw a lot of sharp action take Denver at plus 5.5 right away. I think that's why we're still seeing some big tickets and some big money rolling on Denver as well at +4. I don't think the Bills should be favored by 4 here. I think it's going to be a close game that's decided by a field goal or less. I think the line, if it drops down to 3, it may be where it should be at. And for my personal opinion on the side of this game, it's 100% stay away on the side of this game. Maybe if the line was to drop a little bit, I might take the Bills on the money line, but I'd have to have it drop down to minus $1.30, minus $1.40 before I was to ever even think about putting a money line bet on them. I think there's more low dangling fruit laying around for us to clean up on than on the Bills and the Broncos game. I think there's a play on the total. We gave out a free play on the total, and I bet it's a damn winner. So if you guys want that, you need to go watch our daily free play video. But like I said, if you know what it is, please, which most of you guys already do, if you know what it is, please don't post it in the chat. That's why we create the videos, is so that they actually get watched, obviously. As far as everybody that's new that's here, first of all, welcome. 113 people or 115 people, how many ever are here. First of all, if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Kyle Johnson with Cappers Direct. We go live 7 days a week. Monday through Friday, we go live at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Saturday and Sundays, we go live dark and early in the morning. We start out at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 Pacific. So out here on the West Coast, it's early when we get started. Sometimes we're lagging and we really don't get started. Like today, we had a lot of chit-chat, a lot of barbershop talk, as you see the poll in the corner here. We're the barbershop talk of sport. We're the barbershop of sports betting, all right? We get off on some tangents, so we start talking about other subjects as well. So if you're new to the channel, big warm welcome to you guys. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button down below. All right, if you're in the live chat, you're gonna have to X out of the live chat. All right, if you're in the live chat on your mobile device, X out of the live chat. All right, and then hit that subscribe button right now down below. Hit that subscribe button. There's a lot of benefits to subscribing. The main one, all right, the main one, you're going to be notified by YouTube every single time we go live, all right? That way you get notified when we go live. You don't miss a live show. You don't miss a pre-recorded video. Every video we put out, we've got a free play in it, all right? Every video we put out, we give you guys a free play. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. That way you guys don't miss a beat. And when you're done with that, everybody else, do us a favor. Do us a big favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free winning content 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And we'll keep bringing you guys the best stuff out there. Andrew, good morning, sir. NFL card seems tough today. Good morning, Mr. Mike Butler. T. Johnson, thoughts on a good dog. And today, we're breaking down the games, definitely. Good morning, everybody that's just tuning in. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We get a lot of new people watching every single day. And want you guys to make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have always said, and a lot of you guys that have been here since the beginning, Mr. Watson, Mike Butler, Edward, Tom, people that have been with us, for a couple of years now, have watched us transcend and watch us grow and grow and grow. It went from a 1 day a week show. Actually, it went from we'd go live 1 day a week for a very short period of time to 1 day a week for 3 hours, and then it went 1 day, and then it went live 3 times a week. Then it was 5 times a week. Now it's 7 days a week that we go live for you guys. So we have kept growing the show. We give you guys more free plays than we have ever given you guys. We give you guys more stuff. We give away free packages, and we give away a lot of packages. So for everybody that's actually new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And the bigger we make this, the more we'll give you guys absolutely free. Ryan, what's going on, sir? Robert S., good morning. So the bigger we make this, the more I will be able to do for you guys for free. We had to reach a certain plateau mark in order for Five Dimes to come on board with us. Five Dimes is an actual paying sponsor. Unlike all the other touts and dipshits out there, they just take an affiliate marketing deal with anybody and they make money off of your losses. Five Dimes actually paid to be here. All right, Jared Ruby, good morning, sir. Five Dimes actually paid to play. We would not take a sports book on as a sponsor unless they were a paying sponsor. And They finally agreed to come on board after some big negotiations, and came on board. T. Johnson, no apologies necessary, brother. No apologies necessary. So Five Dimes finally came on board because you guys helped us grow the channel. We have more things coming in the works because we keep growing the YouTube channel, growing the Twitter, growing everything. There's a lot of big changes coming, and you guys are going to see it. And I'm hoping, all fingers crossed, you guys are going to see some big changes tomorrow. Princess Chachu 0-2-2 sucks, man. That's a definite rough day. Could have been worse though. You could have been 0-4. So look at hindsight's 2020. You got two bets. You got your money back on your own plays there. So could have been worse, definitely. So all right. Next breakdown that we're gonna do. I know we still have the 49ers game at request. William C. wanted... William C., which game did you want, sir? While I try and remember what it was. Oh, it was a Jacksonville game. So we're going to break down the Jags game right now. We're going to break down the Jags game. Jags and Titans for everybody. Jags and Titans breakdown coming up. And there's actually... This one's actually a good one to break down. I actually have a very strong opinion on the game. It almost made my card, but I didn't want to put out too many plays, especially after a 2-2 day yesterday. So, yeah, Jose, Niners is coming next after this one. Game 267, 268, Jacksonville, Tennessee, guys. Jacksonville 4-6 straight up, 5-5 against spread, 6-4 on the over. 6 out of their 10 games have gone over the total. Believe it or not, they're trending in the wrong direction. They've actually lost 2 straight after winning 2 straight. They lost to Houston 26-3, as well as losing to the Colts last week 33-13. All right. Titans 5-5 straight up, 5-5 against the spread, 5-5 on the over. All right. They're actually riding 4 straight overs. Their last 4 games have all gone over the total. They've actually won 3 out of their last 4 games as well, with wins over the Chargers, beating them 23-20 in a close game. That game actually had a low total of 41.5. It went over the total. They had a win over Tampa Bay. They beat them 27-23. That was another fairly mid-40s total at 45.5. They did lose to Carolina 30-20, but that total went over by a touchdown, a total of 43, as well as Kansas City. Believe it or not, they put the beat down on the Chiefs, beating them 35-32. That had a high total of 49. It went over the total as well. So their first game of the year went over, and then they had 5 straight unders. However, the last 4 games for the Titans have all gone over the total. When we're taking a look at the numbers on this game, you'll see that the Titans opened up as a 2.5-point favorite. They've quickly been bet up to 3.5. All right, Titans were laying 2.5. Jacksonville was plus 2.5 to start the week off. Now, if you were betting on Tennessee, you probably already missed the boat on that good line of laying 2.5. You're getting 3.5 now, so you're stuck not only laying a field goal, but a field goal plus the hook to a Jacksonville team that has been beat pretty good the last couple weeks. However, they had 2 straight wins before that, one against the everybody beats the Bengals team, as well as a win over the Jets 29-15. So they kept a close game against the Saints, where they lost by a touchdown 13-6, and they lost by another touchdown to Carolina late in that game as well. And yes, St. Nick is back, absolutely. Everybody needs to know about that one. All right, Jacksonville. But let's get back to the total, and then we'll take a look at the money, and then we'll get back to these teams. All right. So line has Jacksonville catching 3.5 right now. Titans laying 3.5. As far as the total goes, total opened up at 41. Hasn't been much movement on the total. Total still right around 41. It's actually sitting at 41.5 for the most part. All right. When you're taking a look at the money to see who's betting where, you'll find out that it's pretty even Steven when it comes to against the spread. Just 52% of all the money line bets rolling in are on the Titans. 48% for Jacksonville. However, that line has moved a full point. As far as the over goes, 61% of the money coming in is rolling in on the over 41.5 right now, with 39% coming in on the under. Jacksonville is getting 69% of the money line bets rolling in on tickets. However, that's not surprising to see. Most 3.5 point dogs are usually getting most of the money line action, because you're going to find them right around the plus 160, plus 180 mark, which pays some good money. When you're diving into these two teams, guys, first of all, Jacksonville 6-1 against the spread on the road against a solid defensive team that allows less than 20 points a game. All right, Titans 0-10 against the spread after a blowout straight up loss of 20 points or more. So when the Titans are going up against an opponent that's coming off of a blowout loss of 20 points or more. Now keep in mind, Jacksonville lost by 20 to the Colts last week, but they're 0-10 when a team is coming off, when they're facing a team that's coming off a big 20-point or more blowout loss, all right? Titans 8-2 on the over at home against inefficient offenses averaging more than 16.6 yards per point. Thomas says Saints under is one of my plays. How does Carolina score? Diving into these two teams. They did play already this year. All right, they played September 19th. Jacksonville already beat them 20-7. The game went under the total of 38. Before that, Tennessee had 4 straight victories. Jacksonville finally put the stop on them. All right, they're 4-1 straight up. 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 meetings. That one, the 4, and then the and 1 is already from this season. All right, the last game went under. 3 out of the last 5 meetings have gone under. You take a look at Jacksonville, averaging 18.9 points per game. They average 119 yards rushing the ball, 251 in the air. Note, Nick Foles is playing. He is back, as you guys already know. Most of you guys already know. They're averaging 6.9 yards per passing attempt. They'll be going up against a Titans defense that gives up 19.7 points a game. Fairly stingy on the point category, all right? However, they've been getting 102 yards rushed against them a game, as well as 256 in the air, giving up 6.9 yards per passing attempt, which is exactly what Jacksonville has been averaging. And the Titans are +5 on turnovers, all right? They're +5 on turnovers, believe it or not. They're actually in the plus column, which is actually surprising. Now, the Titans, when they're on offense, their numbers are not that much more when it comes to point scoring. As far as yardage goes, they're actually down quite a bit. They average 20.3 points per game scored, as well as 113 yards rushing the ball at 4.4 yards per carry, and they're averaging only 206 yards passing a game on 30 passing attempts at 7 yards per passing attempt. All right, they'll be going up against a Jags defense that gives up 22.2 points a game. They have been ran all over. The Jags defense has been ran all over. They average giving up 135 rushing yards a game at 5.3 yards per carry. They give up 219 yards in the air at 6.6 yards per passing attempt, and they're -1 on the turnover. So there's a 6-point differential on turnovers so far, which could lead to an extra turnover in the favor of Tennessee if they keep going on their averages. Points off of turnovers is going to be a definite, big thing to watch here. As far as this game goes, and a lean on this game, I do have a strong opinion on it. I almost bet it. I still kind of want to bet it. I just haven't been able to pull the trigger yet. And I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. Stevie Steve's in the house. Princess Chachu in the house. Says Atlanta -3, my favorite play in the early slate. We actually gave out a lean on Atlanta. Pat, good morning. Says, since Tampa shocked the Rams 55-40 and LA Bucks are 0-6 against the spread with all 6 going over. Having said that, Atlanta's overvalued here. I'm on Tampa Bay. Good analysis there. But as far as this game goes, I do have a lean in It's a fairly strong one in my opinion. I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on it, but it's Jacksonville plus the 3.5. My lean is on Jacksonville plus the 3.5. I think both teams are evenly matched. Defensively, one's a tad bit better at defending the run. The other is a tad bit better at defending the pass. As far as the offensive goes, I definitely give the edge to Jacksonville, although they haven't been the highest scoring team, and they're actually not scoring as much on average as the Titans. However, they do average more rushing yards as well as passing yards a game. So I do give a slight edge on offense to Jacksonville. As far as the defensive side of things, I give a slight edge to the Titans for the fact that they are plus 5 on turnovers compared to the -1 of Jacksonville. So I do lean towards Jacksonville. The fact that they're 6-1 against the spread, against a defense that, a defensive team that allows averaging less than 20 points a game in close games, Jacksonville plays close games. Jacksonville plays close games, especially in low-scoring games. They find a way to hang in it. Jacksonville has always found a way to hang in it. Add in St. Nick Foles guys, and I think they're able to keep the game close, if not walk away with a victory. So believe it or not, there's my little bold statement there. So little lean on Jacksonville plus the 3.5, and believe it or not, they're plus 175 on the money line. So I'd say I'd throw a little lean or put them in a little fun money parlay at plus 175 because I think Jacksonville gets the job done today. I think the Titans are in for an eye opener. They're going to get a Jacksonville team who's looking to make a statement today. My opinion. My opinion and my opinion only. Jacksonville 4-6 straight up. They don't have an easy schedule moving forward. I mean, after the Titans, they get the Bucs, they get the Chargers, they get the Raiders, they get the Falcons, and then they get the Colts again. All right, who they just lost to last week. So there's a lean on that one. Now we're going to jump right into the Sunday night football game for you guys. And then we're going to try and do a few college basketball if we can. John, I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some people in here that use sports betting online, but I'm not sure. I always recommend 5 Dimes because they've got backup servers. And they actually have backup sites. So if 5 Dimes ever goes down, you can use one of their partner affiliate sites to actually make your wagers on. One of the reasons why I always recommend 5 Dimes. Porter Lewis, thanks for subscribing. Mark F., thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel as well. I see that you guys jumped on and subscribed to the YouTube channel during the live show, so thank you guys for supporting us as well. And for everybody that's new, first of all, again, and I say this a couple times during the videos, is because we get a lot of new people every single day. A lot of people that come in and join us. And if you're new to the channel, what I want you guys to do is, if you're new to the channel, if you don't have a YouTube account, a Google account, go create a YouTube account. All right, go create a Google account. That way you can come participate in our live chat. All right, that way you can come participate in our live chat. I do have to say, I think our live chat is probably the friendliest live chat you will find on a sports betting channel. And I think a lot of you guys will agree with me that it's more of a family-orientated feel here. Nobody is against each other. Even when you guys are against me on a play, or you guys have a different opinion, Drew to the Crew has a different opinion than me on a lot of games. All right, and I'm not just singling you out, Drew to the Crew. But there's a lot of people in here that have different opinions than me on games. And that's 100% perfectly fine and okay. And even if you're on the opposite side of us, nobody's dogging you. Nobody's telling you you're wrong. Nobody's telling you you're a moron. You're an idiot. you lose a play, everybody's trying to help each other. So we probably have one of the best, friendliest live chats out here, especially on YouTube. So if you're new to the channel, come participate in the live chat. And believe it or not, a lot of you guys are neighbors or living in the same city and don't even know it. So we haven't done this in a while. It's actually been a few months since we did it. Wherever you're from, post it in the comments. If you're from LA, post you're in LA. I know Alex is in Los Angeles. I'll start off, and I'm gonna post, and I'll do it first. All right, beautiful LVNV. All right, Jose. Not really when you put me on timeout. Jose, I like putting you on timeout because it's fun. It's fun. I like putting all Jose on timeout. Big D there in Philly. Christopher Bear, Connecticut. Robert Beeman, Waco, Texas. Jermaine Reed, New England. Jared Ruby, Kansas City. Matt Chris, Ossawa, Michigan. Andre, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Clearwater Beach, Florida for Brad. Princess Chachu, Houston. Look at where everybody's from and post up where you guys are from, and you guys might be surprised. You guys might be very, very surprised. Frank Z in New York, Jose NG in the Bronx, Mr. Blevins, Sandusky, Ohio. I actually like Sandusky, Mr. Blevins, believe it or not. I have been in your town. I've actually rented a house and fished Lake Erie. And, God, what was the restaurant, or the fish restaurant we used to go to? I forget. I'll think of it. Thomas McDonald and Beantown, baby. Beaufort, South Carolina from Mr. Stretch. Shane Russell with the best one. The deer stand in the woods of southern Wisconsin. Trent, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Andrew, Detroit, Michigan. David in Canton, Ohio. B. Shep, Germany, Army Strong. Thank you for your service, B. Shep. Hats off to you, and thank you for your service and keeping the watch and keeping our family safe and all of us safe while you're forward deployed. Pat there in Chicago. Yes, Fish House down on the water. Tito down in Miami. The 305 representing. Thank you to all of our active duty as well as reserve sailors, soldiers, and airmen and Marines that are out there, as well as all our veterans as well, past and ones that are no longer with us as well. All right. Time for Green Bay, San Francisco breakdown. Game 271, 272. Then I want to move into a little college basketball because we didn't do any college basketball yesterday. And like I said, there's definitely some low dangling fruit for you guys today in college hoops. See how fun that was to share where you guys are at? It's kind of fun to know where everybody's at, right? Always a good time to do that. It is. It's always a good time to do that. And remember, anybody during this live show, if you want our NFL play for free, that big NFL play for free, if you purchase a package of $99 or more, premium play, personal play, or NHL package, it doesn't even have to be during the show. As soon as you purchase a package for $99 or more, we will give you our big Sunday play absolutely free. Now, if you purchase during the live show, or you hear this during the live show and you make a purchase of $99 or more between now and the end of the live show, or within 20 minutes of the live show ending, and you send me, if I'm offline, shoot me a text, call me, or send me an email, we'll extend your service by an extra day. So what that means is if you buy a 3-day package of premium plays, my personal plays for $99, you're going to get those 3 days. You'll get our big guaranteed Sunday play for free. And then we'll also give you a 4th day free. You buy a week, same thing. You get the free NFL play, you get an extra day. You get an 8th day free. You buy a month, you get that 32nd day free. All right? You get an extra day. Buy a year, you get an extra day free. As well as the big Sunday play. Sunday play is where it's at, folks. That's where you're going to make a boatload of money. Or you can just buy the Sunday play, $50 guaranteed to win, or you get the next one absolutely free. All right, Green Bay, San Francisco. Let's break it down. All right, let's break it down. This is out of a request for Jose, who says he never asks for anything, which I disagree with. He does ask from time to time, not very often. It's actually been a while since we've had to put Jose in timeout, but I always liked to put Jose in timeout. It was always fun because it always riles him up. And, you know, we like to ruffle a few feathers every now and then. All right. 271, 272, Green Bay, San Francisco. You got the 8-2 Packers, guys. 8-2 straight up, 7-3 against the spread. 5-5 on the over. They've actually split the overs, which has the exact same record as the 49ers. 5 on the over, 5 on the under. However, the Niners are 9-1 straight up, 6-4 against the spread. They had their one big loss a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, to the Seahawks, to the Sea Chickens. All right? We always said that when they finally face a real team, they were actually going to get beat. And they did. They absolutely did. Now, this is a revenge game for Green Bay. Let's start off with that fact right there. Green Bay's got 2 losses on the year. Sorry, this is not of... hold on one second. Sorry, brain fart, thinking of a different team. Last time they played was last year. San Francisco almost got the best of them last year. October 15th of last year, they gave Green Bay a run for their money in Green Bay, if you guys remember that game. Little revenge game coming up for the 49ers. They get Green Bay at home this year. And if you remember, Green Bay was on upset alert for that game. And they were actually laying 9 at home. And high-scoring game, over 60 points scored. And Green Bay ended up winning by a field goal late in that game. All right, Green Bay 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games before playing the Giants. Mr. Caruso, thank you, sir, for jumping on board our big NFL guaranteed game. You're going to love it because it's going to put money in your pocket. All right, the 49ers 2-10 against the spread when playing at home after a bye. All right, this is one of their games coming playing a team after a bye. All right, guys. They're just 2-10 when they're playing at home against a team that's coming off of a bye. So keep that one in your back pocket. All right, 49ers 8-1-1 again are on the over. The last 10 games when they're actually playing Sunday Night Football. Prime time spotlight is on them. 49ers have came to play and put up the points. They're 8-1-1. All right. Now, let's dive in depth and take a look at the odds, and we'll also see where everybody's betting. Early action to see where everybody's betting on this game. And obviously, those numbers are really going to change between now and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Ortho says Jacksonville wins outright. Absolutely agree with Kyle. I think they definitely give them a run for the money. I think they cover the spread today. Jose, I'm just teasing you. You know me. I like to tease Jose. If I'm not teasing you, it means I don't like you. And Jose, you know I like you. All right. 49ers opened up as a 3.5-point favorite. It's been hovering around 3.5. The Westgate still has them at 3.5. Everywhere else, with the exception of the Westgate and the Station Casinos here in Vegas, has them at 3. But if you want them at 3 right now, if you want the 49ers at 3, you actually have to lay $1.25. All right? Total opened up at 44. Boom, it's up 3.5 points. All right? Total is up 3.5 points to 47.5. Now, when you're taking a look at the odds, if you want to get -3, if you want to get San Francisco laying a field goal, you have to lay $1.25. Now, you could actually take the money line in some books at minus 165. So minus $1.25, you can lay 40 cents more and you can actually take them on the money line. But you're also risking a little over 1.5 to 1 to recoup your bet. But you're risking almost the same amount, just a tad. But you're risking $30 more for every 100 wagered by having to win by over 3 points. Now, taking a look at the money to where the money's lying on this game, you'll quickly find out there's more money on Green Bay. Obviously, they're going to be the more popular team as a nice big road dog. Aaron Rodgers on a road dog situation is usually money in the bank. 58% of the money coming in on Green Bay. Not a big number. Not a big number. Raymond, you're very welcome, sir. Always glad to be able to do it. Green Bay getting 58% of the money against the spread, just 42% on the 49ers right now. As far as the over goes, there's a reason why we watched that total jump as far as we did. All right, total is up. What do we say it was? Up 3.5 points. Opened up at 44. It's up to 47.5. 73% of the money rolling in on the total. The over and under is on the over. 73% on the over, 47.5, just 27% on the under. As far as the money line goes, believe it or not, Green Bay catching 93% of all the money line tickets coming in. That includes parlays. So when a team's bet or when a player's betting a parlay and they've got a money line bet on included in that parlay, 93% of them of bets on the money line between Green Bay and San Francisco is all on Green Bay. All right. So let's dive in depth into these two teams. And as soon as this one's done, I look forward to jumping into some college basketball because you guys know I love my college basketball. I definitely think you guys are in treat for a big marquee matchup for tonight for Sunday Night Football. They're finally giving us a quality Sunday Night Football game this week. I think we got lucky on the game schedule. There's definitely some marquee matchups, even including Monday Night Football tomorrow. And guys, we'll break down Monday Night Football when we go live tomorrow at noon Eastern time, 9 Pacific, between the Ravens and the Rams. But Sunday Night Football, it's going to be where it's at. It's going to be a great game. Definitely going to be a great game today. Let me move this live chat window up. There we go. Do I have a free play for Sunday Night Football? Actually, I don't. I don't have a play on this game, believe it or not. I do not have a play on this game, but I'll give you guys my honest opinion on it. But I don't have $1 on this game. I don't have a bet on this game. It wasn't even a thought to put one on my personal play card or the company's premium plays. So you guys are going to get a 100% unbiased opinion. Tito says it's a tough one. I agree. I think this one has the making to go any direction. Taking a look at both teams, you can first find out that their last 5 meetings, 3 have gone over the total, 2 have gone under, including their last game last year did go over the total. All right, did go over the total, 46.5. Obviously, Green Bay won that one late in the game by a field goal, 33-30. 49ers absolutely hung in and gave them a run for their money last year. That's a fact. All right, that is a cold-hearted fact. Now, over the total is 7-2. 7-2 over the total in the head-to-head series. Now, they are going to be playing in San Francisco. It's definitely going to be a warmer there in the Bay Area. Actually, they play in Santa Clara. So, it's definitely going to be warmer in the Bay Area than it would be if they were playing outdoors in Green Bay. That's a fact. All right, that's a fact. Now, when you're diving in depth into these two teams, let's take a look and see what each have done. 49ers coming off a victory over the Cardinals. A close game. They actually covered the spread. They were laying 9. They won by 10. In that game, they beat them 36-26. That game went over the total. Out of their first 6 games, out of the 49ers' first 6 games, only 1 went over the total. All right, and that was a game against the Bengals where they scored 41 against them. Excuse me, that was back in week 2. But after their first 6 games, 5 went under. All right, 5 went under, including 4 straight. And then it was like, all right, we're playing some shootouts. And they got into some scoring contests. Their defense has been rocked as of late. Their defense has given up a lot of points as of late. Compared to that first 6 games, they gave up 17 to Tampa Bay. They gave up 17 to the Bengals. They gave up 20 to Pittsburgh. They only gave up 3 to the Browns. They gave up 7 to the Rams. They shut the Rams down on defense. All right, they goose-egged the Redskins, but who hasn't? And they gave up 13 against Carolina. However, since that game actually went over the total because San Francisco put 51 up on Carolina. All right. After that, their against Arizona, Seattle, and then Arizona again, they gave up 25, 27, and then 26 again last week. All right. So they're averaging giving up 26 points a game in their last 3 games. All right. This is a defense that for the entire year, their average is 15.5 points. All right. It was way better than that, way lower than that before their last 3 games. Their last 3 games are averaging over 10 points a game more on defense given up to opposing teams, and that's against the Cardinals. All right, that's against the Cardinals and against Seattle. Now, they do have two wins out of that, out of those little shootouts. So the last 4 games for the 49ers have all gone over the total, and most of that is because of their defense giving up a lot more points. Hold on one second. As far as Green Bay, riding 2 straight unders. All right, they had 2 straight overs, and they had 2 straight unders, and they actually split out their last 2 games. They had a loss against the Chargers, where they lost 26-11. They had a big total in that one, 50.5 points. They lost that one. And their victory 2 weeks ago, they are coming off a bye, all right? Their victory over Carolina, they beat them 24-16. They had 40 points scored in that game. The total was actually set at 49, and that game definitely went under by 9 points. Robert Beeman says, I like the Cowboys because everybody and their mama is taking the Patriots. Eliezer says, there's no better value bet tonight, +3 on a better team and Aaron Rodgers. +155 money line. It's definitely a good one right there. When you dive into these 2 teams, this is where you have to take into consideration. You got to look at the numbers. Let's compare both teams side by side, and then we'll go from there, all right? Green Bay, they're averaging 25 points a game. They average 102 rushing yards a game at 4.2 yards per carry. They average 254 yards in the air at 7.3 yards per passing attempt with old Rodgers at the helm, all right? Aaron Rodgers, Packers, they'll be going up against a 49ers defense for the most part, with the exception of the last 3 games, has been rock solid, lockdown defense, and stopping people from scoring. However, that isn't the same for the last 3 weeks. All right, they'll be going up against a 49ers defense that does average only giving up 15.5 yards a game. However, the last 3 games are average giving up 26 points a game. All right, they average giving up 15.5 points a game for the entire year. However, the last 3 years, that number's way up, 26 points a game. All right, they give up 110 rush yards. They're also giving up only 142 passing yards a game. However, if there's going to be a quarterback that can pick apart Richard Sherman and that 49ers secondary, it's Aaron Rodgers. If there's one quarterback that could actually beat that 49ers secondary, it will be Aaron Rodgers. All right, let's take a look at the competition that the 49ers have faced. All right, they played the Bucs, losing record. They played the Bengals, losing record. They played the Steelers. Okay, they've got a winning record. They played Cleveland. We already know about them. The Rams, suspect at best this year. The Redskins again. What did they win? 1 game? Carolina, losing record. Cardinals, losing record. Seattle? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. They lost when they finally played a real team with a real winning record. That was a close game. They hung in. But that was Seattle's game to win. Seattle had plenty of opportunities to close that game out, and they just didn't. Oh, yeah, and Arizona again. losing by or winning only by 10. They haven't faced an elite quarterback yet, with the exception of Russell Wilson, who put up 27 in a huge game and got a victory. Now, granted, Russell Wilson had to go down to Santa Clara and beat him on the road, and now they're getting a real elite Super Bowl winning quarterback, just like they had in Russell Wilson. Now they got Aaron Rodgers. Now, Packers, they'll be going up against that 49ers defense that gives up 110 rushing yards a game, 4.7 yards per carry. And the fact is the 142 passing yards per game, I think they struggle today against Rodgers. I think they struggle containing them. They are +5 on the turnovers. All right? 49ers +5 on the turnover department. But Packers nearly got that doubled. All right? Packers nearly got that doubled. Let's take a look at the 49ers when they're on offense. High-flying offense, averaging 29.5 points a game. Run-heavy program. They actually split it up pretty even. They average 35 rushing plays a game to 32 passing yards, or 32 passing plays a game. They're averaging 149 rushing yards a game at 4.3 yards per carry. They are rushing, and rushing. The rush, pass, excuse me. Establish the run, opens up the play action pass, which Garoppolo is great at. They average 238 passing yards a game at 7.5 yards per passing attempt. They'll be going up against a Packers defense that is fairly stingy, all right, as far as giving up points in the red zone. They average giving up just 20.5 points a game. However, Green Bay has struggled defending the run. They average giving up 127 rushing yards a game at 4.8 yards per carry, all right. Passing, they've struggled against defending the pass in the secondary. They average giving up 258 yards in the air at 7.4 yards per passing attempt. But where Green Bay has the edge, actually both teams, it's fairly even, although it's definite 4 turnover advantage for Green Bay. They're actually +9 on turnovers compared to the +5 of San Francisco. So when I see two teams that are in a high number of plus, I basically cancel all that out. So I basically throw that out of my equation of looking for a turnover to take advantage of it, because both of these quarterbacks are probably each going to throw a pick today to the other team, so that should cancel out each other right there alone. It's just a matter of who's going to fumble or not. So, and all of that good stuff. So as far as this game goes, a lean on this game, because like I said, I don't have a play on this game. I don't have $1 on this game. But what I do like the better quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. I do like his experience. I like his experience on the road. I think the 49ers, I think the Packers have played better quality teams. They got to win over the Vikings. They got to win over Dallas. They got to win over Oakland. They got to win over the Chiefs. As far as quality goes, who do the 49ers have a win over? Pittsburgh and the Rams? Is that all you can say basically as far as quality wins for quality opponents for the 49ers, that's the top. You're going to say that they have wins over the Steelers and the Rams, but when they played a quality team in Russell Wilson and the Sea Chickens, they lost. Green Bay's got that big game experience. So as far as a lean goes, it's Green Bay plus the 3.5. Green Bay plus a 3.5 on the road. And as well as you can't go wrong with a total here of over 47.5. So I do lean towards the over 47.5, especially what we saw last year in a nice big shootout as well. In the last 4, the last 4 San Francisco games have gone over the total. And when you're taking a look at the money line, plus 160 for Green Bay, I think there's a case for plus 160 on the money line as well. So I lean towards the money line on Green Bay as well. I think Green Bay gets the job done. I do. I know I'm strong, opinionated on that one, but I think they get the job done. I think they get the job done. John Brady, good morning. Good morning. Kittle expected to play. Yep. Eliezer wish there was a prop for how many times Rodgers catches too many men on the field. That would be a good one. MMM says 49ers defense gives up plays to running back receptions. They are in trouble. Reading through some of the comments. Thomas McDonald says to people, I don't bet against Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. Probably great advice there long term. That is a fact. Rodgers the other GOAT. I'm curious if I want to see something real quick. So we gave out real quick NFL leans. We gave out leans on the Falcons, as well as the over in that game. We gave out a lean on Jacksonville, as well as Green Bay, and the over, as well as the over. But $100 money line parlay on our three leans. Falcons, Jags, and Green Bay pays $9.83. Nearly 10 to 1 on your money. Nearly 10 to 1 on your money on a $100 money line parlay. Not bad. Not bad. And if you lay the points with Atlanta, it pays a hell of a lot more. Now, I don't think they'll let you parlay side and total on those two teams, so let me see if they will. Out of curiosity, I want to see if they will. Atlanta, the over. Jacksonville. Green Bay. And the over. Now they won't let you do the side and total on the Falcons game, I believe. Let me see. Probably tell me that for the next one too. Yeah, same thing with the Packers. So they won't. It's worth a shot though. Hold on one second. Okay. Big D-Mall says it's raining there in Philly. Good to know. Good to know. Russell Wilson on the ground, huh? Be running and scrambling. All right, guys, for everybody that doesn't know our big NFL Sunday play, you need to be signed up by 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 Pacific. All right, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 Pacific. It's right there on the screen. Oh, my phone not. All right. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific. It's time to break down college basketball. I already did it, Dr. Frankel, but you could do one for yourself. Who dat in the Superdome? Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, what we're going to do, I'm going to take a quick 30-second break. I'm going to go grab another orange juice. My throat is actually scratchy and getting real tore up. So I'm going to go grab another orange juice. Don't go anywhere. Literally less than a minute. I'll be right back. We're going to break down college basketball and put you guys on some money for college basketball. All right, I do apologize. Whew. Hold on one second.
Hi, Tammy. I just wanted to...
Okay, we're back. All right, who's ready to rock? Who's ready to roll college basketball? Who's still with us? Who left? All right, who was the ding-dongs that left? Because you guys are going to miss out on some free money. What I said was our three leans, but all money line. Falcons, Jags, and Packers, all money line. Packers, Jags, Green Bay, all money line. $100 parlay pays $9.80. All right. So since you guys are still here, you did what I did, Robbie. Nice. Okay, since you guys are still here, here's a play that almost made my card. Now, if you guys want to put a small amount on it, I think it's a safe bet. This is only for you guys. Now, I'm not posting it in the comments. If they missed it, they missed it, all right? If they missed it, they missed it. But a game An NBA game that did not make the card, but I absolutely like it. Brooklyn and the New York Knicks, all right? Nets and the Knicks. Over 212.5. I'll say it one more time for the people that stayed around. Nets, Knicks, over 212.5. It almost made my card. I will have a bet on it, but I'm going to have a smaller one. Smaller than normal, all right? I didn't put it out. All right, I didn't put it out. I already put out 4 really, really, really solid plays. NFL, college basketball, and NBA. So that's just as an added bonus. So while I went and got OJ and we lost a dozen or so people, you snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose in this game. All right? They got caught on the sidelines, and now they're missing out. Derek, thanks for jumping on board. 3 days of premium plays. Hold on one second, folks. Cappers Direct. Good, how are you? Sure. Uh-huh. To get the Sunday NFL guarantee play is to purchase it. I'd have to go back and look, but the only way to get the NFL Sunday play is to make a purchase. You can either buy it directly for $50 or any package purchase over $99 today will get it for you for free. Yep. Okay. Yep. No problem. Thank you. Cappers Direct. Cappers Direct. Perfect. Is this Derek? Okay. Give you go ahead. Okay. I just activated your account for that. When you access the website, are you using a phone, tablet, or a computer? A phone? Okay. When you use your phone, first turn it sideways. Okay. And then that'll pop up a small little box that's located right next to your username. So look for that username that you created. So scroll down a little bit, look for your username, and then you're going to find a small little box next to it that's got 4 windows in it. It's just a little box with 4 little boxes inside it. Click that box, and then that will take you to the members dashboard area, and then scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see the option to select to go back and forth from your premium plays as well as the guaranteed Sunday play. Yep. And I switched your account so you actually have 4 days of premium plays today. Because I said anybody that purchases during the live show will get 4 days. So you've got 4 days, and then and then the Sunday play. Welcome aboard, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Jeff, if you are watching, yes, sir, we are riding the Ducks momentum this morning. That is for sure. Mike Smith, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, guys, what we're going to do. Malik, 214.5 on your book? I would say so, yeah. Robbie says it's 241.5. Oh, 214. Yeah, it definitely jumped this morning. Once the books opened, that it was an underinflated line. That line was actually open last night for it, taking advantage on it. We should have took advantage of it last night. I see we froze the screen, so hang on one. All right, we're back. We're back. There's Jeff. We are definitely riding the Ducks momentum. That is a fact. All right, we're going to move right into college basketball. Let me just log into that system real quick, and then we're going to jump into some games. we're going to jump into some games in college hoops as well. All right, guys? Want to do that for you guys this morning because we didn't do any of it yesterday, and you guys know I love my college hoops. Love my college hoops, so we're going to call it the College Hoops Hour. We're actually only going to go live for probably another 10 or 15 minutes. So if you want to take advantage of, add that fourth day or that extra day onto your service, buy any package today over $99. Not only will you get our NFL guaranteed game for free, any purchase over $100 or over $99 today gets you our big Sunday play absolutely free. However, if you purchase during this live show, I don't care what package it is, as long as it's a premium play, personal play, or a NHL package. If you buy it, I will extend an extra day on top of it. All right? And so if you buy a week of premium plays or 3 days of premium plays, you'll get Sunday's play free as well as an extra day added on top. And if you purchase something like the NHL package, that's the entire season. Obviously, I can't add an extra day on top of it because when the season ends, the season ends. But if that's the case, then I'll give you either today's premium plays or personal plays you can select. So definitely going to take care of you guys today. And if you guys do that, you have up until 20 minutes after we go live. And if for some reason you do it after the live show, hold on one second. What I sent out. If for some reason you do it within like 20 minutes of the live show, obviously I'm not going to be a stickler, but if you do it within 20 minutes of the live show, send me an email or send me a text message. And I'll take care of it. And if for some reason you didn't get my personal plays, I've already sent them out. But if for some reason you didn't get them, send me a message, real quick. That way I get you on them because I don't want you guys to miss them or any line movement. So if you're on my personal plays and you did not get a text message with them this morning, send me a message, let me know. Because I'm seeing for some reason some of them didn't go through, and I'm just now seeing that. And I want to make sure everybody gets my messages. So hang tight 1 second, guys, and we're going to break down some games. I'm seeing for some reason some of these messages did not go through, which is odd. Actually, very odd, believe it or not. All right, should be good to go now. All right. College basketball breakdowns coming in full effect right now. I'm just popping up the schedule. We actually have two games that are already underway, early games. Tulane and Utah are tied with 2:14 left in the game at 61 all. Excuse me. And it's going to be a good day, that's for sure. The fact that college hoops is here and it's here to stay. I don't know about you guys, but I love college football. Absolutely love college football. And or not college football, I love college football too, but college football comes into a second when it comes to college basketball. Absolutely love college basketball and what it's about and the money we make on it is insane. Give me 1 second, guys. I am just about done. And then we're going to jump right into them full circle. And I can't wait. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at an interesting game. All right. We're going to take a look at an interesting game right away. And it is an early game for you guys that we're going to take a look at in college hoops. The line was not out on this before we went live, but Mississippi State, Coastal Carolina is one of the matchups we're going to take a look at. All right. Obviously, Florida and Xavier is going to be a good matchup. Villanova and Baylor is going to be a good matchup. TCU and Clemson, LSU, Rhode Island should be a good game. Virginia and Arizona State should be a good game. But I do have a strong opinion in that one. So let me pop up Mississippi State and Coastal Carolina. I'm just popping up all we need to know about both of these programs. And then we're going to give you guys not only a breakdown on it, but I'll give you my opinion as far as this game, as well as a final score prediction on it as well. Because you guys all know college hoops, our final score prediction is usually pretty damn solid. So now that both of these teams are getting games underneath their belt, our information is just getting more solid and more solid. And hold on 1 second. Didn't get personal plays. All right, and if you're on my personal plays, if I send you a text message, especially if it says please confirm, that means I actually haven't got a response from you in a couple days. If you stop sending a response, I'll probably stop sending my games. So need to know that you're at least on them and betting them. So it's always beneficial to, I don't care if you just give me a thumbs up button or thumbs up emoji, just so I know that you're actually betting the games or getting the games. That way we keep them coming. All right, that way we keep them coming. Hold on 1 more second. I'm actually just I'm logging into my live odds. One more program to log into, and then we're good to go. And then we are good to go. Alrighty. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Got it up and running for us. Mississippi State, Coastal Carolina. Now I need my live chat back. All right, live chat is back. Tulane up by 2. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Robert S. says, anyone playing on the Eagles today? Howard, Jeffries, and Ogalar out. Not all that he matters. All listed as out. Johnson also still out with concussion. Conway, South Carolina tournament game. Mississippi State 5-1 on the year. Coastal Carolina 3-3. Both coming off losses in their tournament game. Mississippi State losing yesterday to Villanova 83-76. They lost by 7 points. Before that, they had their big 14-point blowout victory over Tulane. So far on the year, Mississippi State, they're 5-1. They opened up 5-0 with wins over FIU, beating them 77-69. They took care of Sam Houston State, beating them by 9, 67-58. They beat Louisiana Monroe by 17, 62-45. They beat New Orleans by 23, 82-65 in a high-scoring game there. And then they beat Tulane 80-66. I don't think it's Simply Truth, because we do the Simply Truth at home. This is the whatever it is from Starbucks. And believe it, the cold pressed OJ, whatever it is from Starbucks is actually my favorite. Evolution Fresh, Rancho Cucamonga, California. So Evolution Fresh OJ. But I do have the Simply Truth at the house. That is what I buy for the house. And then Mississippi State ran into Villanova. They ran into a red-hot Villanova yesterday is what happened. All right, Villanova, obviously Mississippi State outmatched when it comes to playing Villanova. Taking a look at Coastal Carolina, 3-3 on the year. They lost to Campbell to start the year. They lost by 1, 75-74. They beat Hampton-Sydney, which was their gimme game. They lost to Northern Kentucky, 69-68. They did beat up Middle Tennessee State. They beat them by 21. And they also took care of Utah, which was shocking. And Utah has a decent program who is actually struggling right now with 4 seconds left against Tulane, down by 2. Tulane winner, there you go, Christopher Bayer. Congratulations. They put the beat down on the Utah program. And then they ran into Baylor yesterday, and they lost to Baylor by 12, believe it or not. Coastal Carolina hung in with Baylor. They ended up losing by 12. Baylor covering the spread on that one. Both teams, let's compare them side by side because I want to do these breakdowns really fast. I could actually only be live for a couple more minutes. For about 10 more minutes I can go live for. So I want to see if we can get through this game and at least one more, if not 2 more. So I'm gonna speed through these ones, all right? So bear with me if I cut out a little the non-fatty part for you guys. Mississippi State, Coastal Carolina. We actually have Mississippi State ranked as the 40th best offense with their adjusted efficiency. They get a score on our system of 106.7, which has them as the 41st best offense in college basketball, compared to the 111th ranked Coastal Carolina, which we give a score of 102.1 to the Coastal Carolina University offense. Now, as far as their defensive programs go, Mississippi State's defense definitely outmatches everything that Coastal Carolina has to offer as far as defense goes. We have them ranked with a 93.9, which gives them the 75th best Division I defensive program compared to the 197th ranked Coastal Carolina defense. Now, as far as shooting the ball, shooting from the field, converting the field goals, Mississippi State knocking down 55%. They're actually 38th in that category in all of Division I, compared to the 52.6% for Coastal Carolina. As far as knocking down threes, Coastal Carolina has been red hot knocking down threes, and that's where teams have actually been struggling. Coastal Carolina has been hitting them. They're knocking down 40.8% of all their three-point shots, compared to the 34.9%, so just a hair under 35% for Mississippi State. The big difference is Mississippi State's actually been defending the three fairly well. They're not the best at defending it, but they are holding teams to just 31.5% shooting from out deep. All right, the Division I average is 32.7, so definitely look for Mississippi State to try and limit what Coastal Carolina is capable of doing from out deep, because that is where Coastal Carolina has been doing their damage. They did their damage against Utah from out deep, against Middle Tennessee State from out deep, and again, even putting up 65 against Baylor, they did a lot of damage from out deep as well. they're going to continue to try and do it again today against a Mississippi State team. So look for Mississippi State to try and definitely defend that. As far as 2-point plays, every pass, layup, jump shot, dunk, Mississippi State's been on their game. They're knocking down 56.2% of them, which is the 38th best in Division I so far through the first couple weeks of college hoops. They're going to be going up against Coastal Carolina that knocks down 48.2% of all their 2-point plays. So well below average for Coastal Carolina in that category. Now, as far as free throw shooting, both teams struggled to knock down their free throws from the charity stripe. Just 69% from Mississippi State, as well as 67% from Coastal Carolina. They're actually below the Division I average of 69.4%. So look for both teams, especially Mississippi State, to try and improve that and pick that number up today, especially if they're put on the foul line. Now, where's their point differential go? Where do the points lie on this game as what teams rely on? As far as the point distribution, Mississippi State averages 25%. A quarter of their points are all 3-point plays, all right? All come from out deep, just 25%. However, Coastal Carolina relies on 32.1% of all of their plays to be 3-point plays. That is a fact. That is a big number for a Coastal Carolina team, and it's one of the reasons why they hung in with some of the teams that they did so far. As far as free throw shooting, both on the lower side, 20% of all points scored for Mississippi State are coming from the charity stripe to 19.3% for Coastal Carolina. All those 2-point plays, 55% for Mississippi State compared to the 49.1% for Coastal Carolina. Now, two foul participation protocol. You'll find out that both teams allow their players to play in the 2-foul participation protocol. Mississippi State, and I'll explain that again because I'll explain it every day at least once so you guys are well aware of what this means, because we saw this in a game the other day that I gave you guys as a nice big lean in the live show on Villanova over. The 2-foul participation protocol will definitely determine the likelihood of a game going over or under, the likelihood of it actually having more opportunities to go under or over. Mississippi State, all right, they allow their players to play in the 2-foul participation protocol 29.8% of the remaining minutes available during the first half, as well as early in the second half once that player gets 2 fouls. All right, Coach, this is Coach Ben Howlard's coaching. It's basically a coaching strategy and a coaching style. He trusts his players. He trusts Tyson Carter, Reggie Perry, Molinari, Robert Woodard, DJ Stewart. He trusts his players that if they pick up that second foul, that they're not going to pick up that third one and get into major foul trouble when it's still early in the first half or late in the first half or early in the second half. He's trusting his players to play 29.8% of the remaining minutes available when they pick up that second foul. All right, and when I'm done telling you about the Coastal Carolina side, I'll tell you how it's beneficial to know this information and why most sports services have absolutely no clue what we're even talking about. All right, now, Coastal Carolina, Cliff Ellis, what does he let his players play? He's still on the higher side as well. 19.6% of the time that one of his key players picks up that second foul, either in the first half or the early stages of that second half. Bruton, Garrett Green, Tommy Burton, who else is on the team? Devontae Jones, Deba. If one of those players pick up, let's just say there's 10 minutes left in the first half, and Devontae Jones picks up that second foul. Well, that means there's 10 minutes left in that first half. He'll allow Devontae Jones to play on average up to 19.6% of those available minutes remaining in the first half. So they'll allow him to play for an extra 2 minutes. On average. That's the percentage on average. How is that beneficial to you guys? It's beneficial in a big way. All right. Let's just say, let's take a look at Mississippi State. All right. So let's take a look at Reggie Perry, their 6'10" center. All right. Or Abdul Aldo, their 6'11" junior power forward. All right. He gets a lot of time playing power forward. Same thing with Reggie Perry. Plays 71% of the minutes. If one of those big men down low pick up their second foul, and it's early in the first half, or any time in the first half, or early in the second half, the likelihood of Reggie Perry swatting at balls to block a shot are slim to none. All right? The chances of Abdul Aldo taking a shitty foul, trying to take a block, but it ended up being a charge. The likelihood of one of those players stepping in front is a lot less likely. So what does that mean? What does that mean for Coastal Carolina? And this is the exact opposite for when it's Coastal Carolina, when it's one of their big men. If it's Tommy Burton, their 6'8" senior, or Garrett Green, their 6'6" junior. And it doesn't matter which player it is. If they're on the court, they're less likely to make a big defensive play if it's going to risk that third foul and them sitting on the bench and being the water boy and riding the pony for a while, which creates more scoring opportunities, which creates more easy baskets down low, which creates more easy opportunities for offensive rebounds. All of that stuff benefits totals going over when you have two teams that allow their players to play after two fouls. Hold on one second. All right, hold on one second, folks. Okay. I didn't say I like Mississippi State. What I was saying was I was just telling you guys about the two-foul participation protocol and what that means to players. Now, and what that means to teams as well as who's taking the over versus the under. Those are things you have to take into consideration when you're betting on both of these teams. Okay? Now, when you're taking a look at the line on the game, Mississippi State opened up as a 5-point favorite. They're now laying 6. The total opened up at 142. It's actually down to 137.5, and I'm seeing it still at 138 at a couple places. And actually, Matt, I haven't given out my opinion at all on the game yet, but I'm going to. As far as my opinion on this game goes, small little lean. Remember, I don't have a play on this game. But a lean on this game, hold on. My trackpad is making the mouse do something. But as far as a lean on this game, with both teams, the way they both play, with the total being at roughly 138, I can tell you our system actually has a final score prediction of, where did it go? 73-67, which puts it a point over. Remember, it's not accurate 100%, but once we get that 7 to 10 game mark, it'll be a lot accurate. But as far as this one goes, where did it go? I definitely, I do have a little lean on Mississippi State laying the 6. I did like it at 5. Beforehand, I did like it at 5 before it jumped to 6. As far as the total on this game goes, Mississippi State just played in a high-scoring game yesterday against Villanova. Coastal Carolina getting beat by Baylor 77-65 yesterday, getting beat by 12. They were able to hold Utah in check to 57, but that's it. I mean, they gave up 66 to Hampton-Sydney. They gave up 75 to Campbell. They gave up 69 to Northern Kentucky, 72 to Middle Tennessee State, and 77 to Baylor. So I do also side with the over 138. But if you can get it at 137.5, 137.5 is the key number to me. So I do side on both Mississippi State and the over. Marquis says he can't bet against Coastal Carolina anymore. I think once you see the teams, they're not who'd they hang in with? Utah. They beat Utah and Middle Tennessee. That's it. When they play in a quality team, they're going to get the beat down. So taking a look at yesterday's game, losing by 12 to Baylor. And Mississippi State should have no problems taking care of Coastal Carolina. I mean, they're outmatched in every category with the exception of the 3-ball shooting, but Mississippi State should have zero issues defending the 3 of Coastal Carolina today, making it a little more tougher for them to knock down their over 40% from out deep. And then they're outmatched in size. They're outmatched in every other category. And Mississippi State should be able to run all over them. So just a lane. It did not make my card. It was not one of the college basketball games that made my card. But we do have some good ones for today, that's for sure. All right, we're going to do one more for you guys. Rob, you get it at 137, even better line. Even better line. All right, we're going to do one more for you guys, and then I'm going to get on my merry way. Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that. All right, let's do the marquee matchup of the day. Villanova, Baylor, marquee matchup of the day, 5 p.m. Eastern time game, guys. You've got 4-1 Villanova, whose only loss was their beatdown against Ohio State, who absolutely smashed them. But they've responded in convincing fashion. They beat down Ohio 78-54. They took advantage of Middle Tennessee State, beat them by 31, and then beaten Mississippi State yesterday by 7 points. All right, beating an undefeated Mississippi State at that by 7. Then you've got the 4-1 Baylor Bears. Excuse me. Scott Drew's got his program absolutely rolling. They did suffer one loss. They have one small hiccup where they lost by a 3-pointer to Washington. They lost 67-64. They beat down Central Arkansas by over 50 points to start the year. They beat Texas State by 9. They beat Ohio by 23. And they beat Coastal Carolina by 12. All right. Both of these teams have beat up on Ohio, both Baylor and Villanova. This is a great matchup. Jay Wright's got his program. He's got the Wildcats absolutely rolling in this game. Let's pop up the odds on this game. Let's see where it lies real quick before we jump into the game. You're going to see it's fairly evenly matched with the odds makers have Villanova laying 1.5. The line opened up at 1.5. It's still at 1.5. However, MGM and the station's properties, while we've been live in the last 20 minutes, dropped it down to a 1. All right, dropped it down to Villanova laying 1. If that was the point, I would just take the money line on either side. However, if you're taking Baylor, it may be beneficial to take the plus 1.5 or plus 1, depending on what you get it at. And if you're looking for the game number, it's games 7-11 and 7-12. All right, if you're looking for the game number, it's 7-11 and 7-12. Let's compare both of these two teams. All right, Villanova, we've got them as the 4th-ranked offense in Division I. We also have Baylor as the 23rd best offense in Division I. So a small, slight edge as far as offensive powerhouses go towards Villanova. When it comes to defense, we definitely give an edge to Baylor. We have Baylor ranked with the 19th best defense so far. And these numbers are actually updated every single day after every single game in our system, all right? We have them ranked as the 19th best defense in Division I. However, Villanova is no slouch. We actually have them only off by 1.5 points. at 33rd as the 33rd best defense in Division One. We actually have them way under. Remember, offensive numbers better, defense numbers are better on the lower side, way under the Division One average, which makes these two top-ranked defenses going up against each other. Now shooting from the field, converting all their field goals. Villanova knocking down 57.7% of all their field goals, are actually the 19th best in Division One, getting that job done as of right now. 52.1% for Baylor. All right, guys, shooting three balls, knocking down the balls from out deep. Villanova, much like Coastal Carolina, very, very, very good at it, knocking down 41.8% from out deep. Villanova has always been a good program with the three ball. However, Baylor's been fairly decent defending the three. However, they're gonna get toppled on the three ball. I don't think Baylor will be very, very inept at defending the three ball against Villanova. They're holding teams at 35.7%, and Villanova averaging over 6% more than that. Now, Baylor knocking down the three ball. They average 37.8%. However, Villanova is a team that can defend the three. They hold teams to under 30% shooting at 29.2%. All right, so Villanova should definitely be able to limit Baylor's opportunities from out deep. Now, taking a look at the two balls. All right, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. All right, Villanova knocking down 52.9% compared to the 49.2% for Baylor. Edge, Villanova. Free throw shooting, very similar. 72.1% for Villanova, 72.4%. All right, 72.4% from the free throw line for Baylor. Hold on one second. All right, guys, just 22 minutes to jump on board our big NFL Sunday play. You still have plenty of time to get on board, guys. 22 minutes. Pick it up for $50 or $50 guaranteed to win, or you get a full, you get the next one absolutely free, or get it for free today. Purchase any package of $99 or more, premium plays, personal plays, or our NFL package for $99 or more. You'll get that big Sunday play absolutely free. And remember, I told you guys, if you do that during this show, if it's a 3-day package, you'll get a 4th day free. If it's a week package, you'll get an extra day. Month, you'll get an extra day. Whatever it is, you'll get an extra day absolutely free. All right? Now, taking a look at both of these teams. Point distribution. Villanova relying on 47.2% of all their points to come from out deep. All right? 47.2% come from three ball land, compared to 34.3% for Baylor. So if Baylor's able to somehow defend the three and limit what Villanova is able to do, we might see a low-scoring game. But I don't think Baylor's going to be able to defend the three very, very well against Villanova. Now, every two-point play, Villanova relying on 40.8% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk to be counted towards their points, compared to the 47.7% for Baylor. Let's see here. Chad, I just seen that you just signed up for 3 days of our 3 days of premium plays. I just activated your Sunday NFL guaranteed play. You're all good to go, brother. You're going to absolutely love it. Now, 2-foul participation protocol. Big numbers. If you watched our live show earlier in the week, you would have found out we hammered home the over in a Villanova game already. Villanova averages 27.3% in the 2-foul participation protocol. Guys, that's a big number there, but it's even bigger for Baylor. Baylor allows their players to play 41.8% of all remaining minutes available once that player reaches that second foul. Total on this game is over 139. All right, guys, total on this game is over 139. Now, that's not a big number for these two teams. So Scott Drew allows his players to play for over 40% of remaining minutes available on a 2-foul, once they reach that 2-foul mark. All right? So Gillespie picks up 2 fouls, he's going to be playing. All right? Vitale picks up that second foul, he's going to be playing. Teague picks up that second foul, he's going to be playing. What does that mean for you guys? More scoring opportunities for Villanova. Same thing with Villanova. Jay Wright, he trusts his players. He trusts Justin Moore, Sadiq Bey, Jermaine Samuels, Robinson Earl, Colin Gillespie. He trusts his players not to create that third foul. If they get in foul trouble early, he trusts his players to play smart-headed smart-headed basketball, and not create even more foul trouble for them. It happened. Not in their game last, all right? It didn't happen against Mississippi State, but it happened against Middle Tennessee State. And that's why we saw the total. It happened actually between both teams. That's why we saw a total of 98-69. If you guys remember, the total in that game was like 137 or 139, somewhere around there. And what'd they score? 167. All right? 167. So there you have it. I do have a lean on the Villanova over 139. So I do have a lean on the over of Villanova 139. All right, so now it is time for me to get running. I do need to take care of a couple things before the games kick off and tip off, but it's called free play time. It's called free play time, so we are going to get you guys on a free play, and I think it's going to be a nice one. I want to double check the odds on this game and make sure nothing has changed. Make sure nothing has changed. Nothing should have changed, but it actually came down quite a bit from the opening line, but that's because it was overinflated last night, and it's actually a personal play of mine. I put it out earlier. And it was overinflated because I put out my personal plays early, which I wasn't even worried about it then. But you guys will actually get a better line. Let me just double check real quick. Perfect. I actually like it much better now than I did before, believe it or not. So, wherever my live chat window went. All right, typing it in the comments. Whoops. All right, guys. Free personal play of mine for everybody that's hanging around. Akron, Louisville over 136. Akron, Louisville over 136. Remember, you got 15 minutes to get on board our big NFL play. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. All right, guys. Enjoy that free play. Let me get it off the screen so people don't get a cheat and just fast forward to the end. Enjoy that free play. Christopher Bear, there's some low-hanging fruit for you. Curtis must be fishing. And he fishing. Holy shit, it's Curtis. Curtis must be fishing. What's going on? Steven in the house. Long time no see. Wow. glad to have you, brother. Don't be a stranger. Make sure you come back tomorrow. We will be live again, everybody, tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific for Cappers Nation Live, our Monday through Friday time. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, live again tomorrow morning. You don't want to miss out. Going to be another nice big monster day. And we might have had a bad day yesterday, folks. All right, we had a bad day yesterday. However, it's going to be a good day today. All right, it's going to be a good day today. Big bounce back day for premium plays. Monster NFL Sunday play, just like we did last week. All right, guys, good luck. I am out of here. And let's make some money today, all right? We gave you guys some great, I think we gave you guys some great lanes today. We actually gave out more lanes than we have in a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 NFL lanes covering 3 different games. And then 3 lanes in college basketball. Put money in everybody's pocket. All right, guys, good luck. Always bet with your means. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll see you guys all live tomorrow. All right, guys, live tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Take it easy, guys. And remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that flip and subscribe button. All right, subscribe. Take it easy, guys, and we'll chat with you guys.